swing. Na 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 na, Katamari on the swing. 今始まるよ君と僕の未体験アドベンチャー。スカイ照らしてよ、お日様は僕らのスポットライトさ。Oh smile 聞こえるよ、都会の洒落たスイングビート踊ろうよ。Dance dance dance くるくる回る雲を突き抜けて君と転がりたい愛のかけらを集め空に浮かべよう。 How can miss the sunshine?始まるよ君と僕の未体験アドベンチャー。
All right, let's go ahead and begin. Wow. Hello, everybody. Sorry about the music overlap. Everybody on YouTube got real excited that we're listening to Katamari music. I gotta cut that off for potential copyright reasons. Katamari is probably fine. It's usually just the other stuff that's not super great. Let me do. What's up, Fred? Thank you for the patronage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you see the movie Dog Soldiers? I have not. No, I have not seen many movies. Let me do a quick. Okay, I can see everyone on YouTube set, so let me say hello to everybody before we begin. Hello, Count Snowy. Hello, Fuber. Hello, Cersei. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello, Willie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, Steve. Congratulations on your first. Hello, Moss. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Ars. Hello, The Dismayer. Hello, Nobody. Hello, Jay. Hello, some bloke on the internet. Hello, Matthew. And hello, Dino's Custodian. And not Wall. I think I got everybody. Hail fucking yeah. And Rufus. There we go. I'm doing good. Oh my god, today has been great. Today has been fantastic. I went to the card shop today, and I basically played like the war game shop, not the card shop in particular. I buy a lot of cards from there. I have been playing a fuckload of tabletop war games. Oh my god, I've played so many. I got to play Gaslands. Yay! Oh my god, that game. So I knew Gaslands was going to be fun. I was not expecting how fun it was going to be. Also, for today, hello, Spork. How you doing, Spork? I'm going to be working on both the Warlock Engineer and the Gray Seer. Effectively, if I do one color for one, I'll probably do one for the other, so I'll be bouncing kind of back and forth a little bit. Speaking of which, let's get some brass on here. I need to get the Vallejo game color brass, because that stuff is going to be way better than the coppery brassy stuff I've been using already. Oh, trust me, I've spent far too much money on Magic the Gathering. I am with you on that. And then, yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna use copper instead of brass for the bell. Any games I would, okay, let me see. Depends, sure, I played Gaslands today, so maybe it's on the mind. It's a very good game to get together with the buds, because you don't need a whole lot of stuff. Like, you need about 2 Hot Wheels cars each. Ideally, you want to kit bash them and whatever, but you don't have to. A bunch of shit for terrain, and then a book, or just some way to get a hold of the rules, and then maybe in the movement templates, which you can just print out, so. Got my series of... It's really, really baller, personally. There's also, ooh, let's get Nanners. There's also another game, Nobody, I can maybe recommend as well, which I also played it. Let me go over to the Nanners fan club. Hey, everybody, if you do not know, this is my wonderful snake Nanners. She is doing very, very good. I am hoping to feed her again this week. She did not accept food last time I tried to feed her, so I usually give her about a week in between. So right now she's doing alright though. I changed her cage earlier in the week. I was like, hey Choy, how you doing? Well, fuck, Twitch. Please. Why? I paused the thing. Why? Let me take a sip and stuff like that. Oh god. See, Willie, I also have 9 EDH decks. I was about to be like, that's not too bad. And then you mentioned CDH. I'm like, oh dear god. Like, you probably have a small, like, fortune in mana crypts alone, assuming each one is, like, fully, like, mana crypt out. But yeah, Nanners is doing good. I'm hoping she'll eat food this upcoming weekend, and if not, I'll just keep on trying. Luckily, she's fat. I mean, she's not fat. She's a good size for a snake. I don't know the healthy kind of break off is kind of what else. But oh, there we go, Matthew. Let's get you as Senior Plus. I think you're already. No, you are not yet. But I do have a game for you as well. Let me see. Let me get Senior Plus ranks. This will be resetting. Oh, hold on. This will be resetting sometime in September. Jesus Christ! Why can't I also Dr. Anime? Welcome. How you doing? In Churchill. What? Oh, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. Oh no, Nares has a very cute face. Yeah, that's true. Also too, because like they a lot of times can go like pretty long without having food. So Bork, congratulations on your freshman rank and the official Nanners fan club. And then Matthew Rice Seeker, welcome to the senior rank of the official Nanners fan club. Senior Plus specifically. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I haven't got a booper in a bit. No, I got a booper when I cleaned your cage out, but I'll have to booper again. There we go. But yeah, so a game that I also got to play besides Gaslands. I'll probably go back to gushing about Gaslands because goddamn, this was a lot of fun. Relic Blade is also kind of neat. Like if you just want to have a game where like you have like a couple small models dueling out on a big table with your friends. I guess nobody. Do you want a game that has like fully fleshed like campaign rules? Are you wanting campaign stuff, or are you just wanting to like kind of do like a fantasy kind of skirmish with just like a handful of minis? Because I played Relic Blade today, and I also had a lot of fun. A lot of it's done by the guy who made that Sludge War game that I'm a big fan of. I guess technically Sludge is more of his side game, and Relic Blade's his main one. Yeah, we going back to painting. I'm applying. Yeah, I definitely need to try out that. What's it called? That Vallejo metal. Oh yeah. Hold on, I could really shake this out. Okay, yeah, you would like Relic Blade then. So Relic Blade's thing is you have like 4 dudes, like 4 to 6 dudes on the side. It's everything, all the stats for a unit are on one singular card. And usually the way you play the game is you just purchase the cards from the dude. They're not like random stuff. It's like you buy a couple of unit profiles in a big pack. And it's pretty straightforward. You move to, like, there's different scenarios and stuff, but you run towards the enemy. You have a number of activation dice, which varies depending on what model you got. And you can spend those on, like, attacks or moving or, like, special abilities. It's really, really nice. It's kind of lethal. Like, it's not too unlikely for a model just to bop someone to death. But, like, when you don't actually die necessarily when you go down. You have a chance to recover at the end of the round, and also unless one of your opponents goes out of their way to kill the fuck out of your dude. It's really, really neat. The Vermintide box, the Skaven box got some good stuff. It's got some good stuff in it. I mean, I'm a little biased because I like the Skaven. I don't know much about the Stormcast side, but like if you're gonna use it for just conversion bits, you'll probably be fine. I technically have a Stormcast army that I've just picked up by acquiring starter boxes. But yeah, if you can get it, if you can get it, which I mean, if you do it, what did I knock over? Oh, I know I knocked into it. My wonderful sponsor, Collectible Squids, yeah. There we go. You probably get from Squids. The nice thing, like, Games Workshop is constantly running out of stock, but I believe they super duper load up on the starter boxes. So Squids do be the goat indeed, indeedly. But yeah, I don't think that's a bad choice. I don't think that's a bad choice for a box. And yeah, I think Relic Blade, which I could. See, I think I can get you a link to Relic Blade because I think the name is much more Googleable than Sludge, so you should be able to find it if you look for it. I'm still very, very new. I haven't done a whole lot. Another option is like you could also maybe if you're just looking for other similar games, Sword Weirdos. Sword Weirdos might also be a good option. It is a like $5 PDF. It's Sword Weirdos' big thing is you take minis you already have and then you use the model builder to build out stats for them. Oh my god, why is this so weird? Do I get it? Do I need to like super shake it maybe? I gotta super shake it. I could. Oh, I could do some shaking. Do you guys want to see some shaking? Let me get the last little bits. There we go. Let's do this. I have it on the floor right now, but I've been receiving the Throne gifts for my birthday. One of them is this motherfucker. Yay! Check it out. Is my Vortex mixer. I haven't used it on the Pro Acro paints yet. What I have been doing though is I've been taking my old Games Workshop paints and I also bought a bunch of these little bottles. Yeah, this time I didn't get for context what nobody's saying. I bought the paint mixer from what's it called? From Green Stuff World, and it was basically just was like a spinny centrifuge that fucked up your paints. How you doing, Prim? Oh, hey, you getting a good time? I got the Vortex mixer, and it's been very, very good. Hey, let's go. Except them paints real good. There we go. How you doing, Terry? Welcome. Why? Oh, that mixer. It might as well have been. It absolutely sucked. Oh, look, there we go. There we go. How you doing, Pato? Welcome. Lady painters use Hitachis. I can see it, I guess. I do not have a Hitachi magic wand. My brain is just completely ruined because I kind of forget that those are like actual like people are like, oh, my back hurts, and then I got one of those Hitachi magic wands, and oh, my back feels better because like I've seen what they're used for. I've seen what they're used for on the internet. But hey, I mean, technically you could strap some paint to the top of that. Oh, there. Oh yeah, this is spreading much better though. It definitely needed some jostling. You could probably do that. How's you doing, Terry? Welcome. I usually associate psionics with like kind of like purples and yellows. Really, just like there's what's it called, the expanded like psionic stuff for D&D 3.5 also has like a lot of like I always really like that where it's like really like bright colors and like crystals. I've always really loved the aesthetics of psionics in D&D. It's a shame that nobody ever wants to play it forever because it got a reputation for being broken or complicated, which it was From what I understand, in earlier editions, Psionics were kind of really, really good. But, like, by the time they got into 3rd edition, you didn't really have to deal with it. Can recommend. I getcha. I guess I do got a massage gun. I do got a massage gun, which I don't know if it's significantly different. I got one for my back jellies, and honestly, it's pretty legit, but I just don't think to use it very often. Because I kind of forgot I have it. It's down the stairs. Honestly, not a bad idea. So how you doing, Horror Loving? Welcome. How you doing? What's broke? Well, so psionics in D&D for older editions, they effectively, in a way, something that I personally really like, but I can kind of understand why some people are iffy. Where the psionics do very magical things, but they do it in a way that is like not actually magic. So, yeah. And I like the PowerPoint pool, honestly. I'm a big fan of it. And you get those spell-like abilities too. But like, and also there was always a limit on how many, because effectively they were kind of like modular spells where you could just like put extra points into the spell to get extra juice out of it. But a lot of people misread the rules. Were like, hey, you can't put more juice in a spell than like your level. Or effectively, like there was a limit per level on how many points, and some people thought, oh, I could just put all my points in and I can kill the dragon in one hit, and like that's not how it works. But that misconception perpetuated because it do be like that sometimes. Also, how you doing, Crichton? Welcome. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And Pathfinder basically was like, yeah, and in Pathfinder 1e, they let a third-party person called Dreamscarred Press do a lot of their Psionic stuff, which I heard are good. I've never played with the Dreamscarred Press Psionic stuff, but I've heard good things about it. And now in 2nd edition, they're just called occult spells, which are just spells. It's just spells. It's the exact same thing. 198. I can give you a nice for 198. That's how you doing, Sarah? Welcome. Do you ever make female Skaven models? Probably not. I don't know. It's weird because, like, I understand, according to the lore, a lot of Skaven models are male, but I don't really think of Skaven as, like, sexed creatures. I just see them as horrible little stabby rats. Please headbutt the mouse. If you do the headbutt redeem, I will move it over to Penyo. I can do that. Oh, yeah. I've always seen, like, that, like, what's it called, Terry, what you're talking about, where it's, like, using like the tier list and whatever to craft like a perfect version of the 3.5 where you use like psionics instead of the broken core casting, and you use Book of Nine Swords or the Book of Weeaboo Fight Magic depending on how old you are, or like all the cool other classes like the Dread Necromancer or the Battle Mages from like the other from Variant Handbook, Spell Thieves. I can do that. I could easily shift that down. All right, let me do that real quick. And you have a pet. You a little buddy. Oh, nope. Hey, there we go. We do be petting rats in this household. Yeah, let's go. Skaven centric. I think it'd be fun. I always like the idea of doing, because like at least if you're going Warhammer Fantasy, so many people just don't know this Skaven exists. I'd love to do one where like rats show up and you're like, the rats are in the sewers, and they're like, yeah, whatever, buddy, you're drinking again. You're like, I am drinking again, but that's not the point. The point is there's rats in the sewers. And like, yeah, okay. So how you doing, Block? Welcome. Yeah, I saw a little bit of the turret you were working on. Because I just got back today from... I literally went to the shop at noon, and I came back maybe like an hour ago, and I had to do a bit of quick eating, and I also had to do a bit of quick eating. I also had to get ready for stream. Let's see, until they actually appear. I don't know. I feel like there's you either do it when it would be a big dramatic thing to do so, or I kind of love the idea that you keep saying it's going to happen and it's actually another threat like Beastmen, or like some guy spreading rumors about rats and they're actually just some asshole robbing the town. Zoran the Bear, or something like that too. I'll say, yeah, I understand that it's the Book of Nine Swords, but I was introduced to it as the Book of Weeaboo Fight and Magic, and it'll forever be that in my heart. I don't care. It's to the point where the 3.5 grogs are beginning to like not be as active on the internet. So I'm usually just saying it to people who are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It was a very good source book for D&D 3.5, which lets you do cool, like cool supernatural things as a fighter. Instead of just I hit with sword, you could do like really cool like resisting effects or like striking someone so hard you energize an ally. A lot of stuff that kind of went on to go into like Warlord and other like 4th edition stuff was kind of the older books for 3.5 were interesting because they were effectively play tests more or less. Get a Penio plush. I have been seeing a lot of VTubers get Fumos of themselves. Or no, even there's been a couple of mascot VTuber stuff. Like I know Grimmy got some got a thing for Skelter, her little floaty cat friend. On your ass, bro. There we go. So I'm not gonna say it's out of the picture, but I have no idea. I think you need like 100 people to sign up on like, oh, we would love to get Rat before like Makeship or whatever will give you the go ahead. In theory, I don't think I got that yet. I don't think I got that level of popularity before I start going into like. In theory, the idea of doing more merch isn't a bad idea, and I get poked by people like how you should do more merch stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't know. So like, I think I could do more like standees and other nonsense. I just don't think I'm at the level of popularity for like, oh yeah, plushes in jars. I mean, you gotta put them in jars to be fair. Saker, ooh. Oh, that's pretty hereditary. I don't know what I'd say is my favorite prestige class. I would need to look through them again. I'm kind of it's like I really like Incarnum and stuff like that, but those weren't prestige. Part of me almost wants to say Alienist, but that prestige class is kind of shit. I just love the idea of becoming like more and more supernatural as you go on. I have to look them up again. Looking like legitimately that was a great thing that 3.5 did or 3.0 did, where they're like, yeah, let's try to make the RPG manuals look like manuals. And currently 5th edition kind of has a kind of a thing like that. I don't know. I hate Ratchet. Oh, that would be adorable. That'd be great. Maybe I also got a lot more too. These paints are being incredibly thin. Not in a way that I'm jazzed for. I don't try to exterminate the Skaven. Nah, I don't think you really could. I don't know. This is where my knowledge of exactly how they operate within, like, my knowledge of Skaven when it comes to Warhammer Fantasy era stuff was during Mordheim, which was specifically about like a Eshin invasion. Like an clan Eshin found Mordheim the city and was kind of like sending ninja squads into it for Warpstone. But like, as for your average citizen, I have to imagine that like it was one of those things where they just keep planning until the Skaven decide one day to pop up and attack. Yeah, I think luckily, Pato, these days, I think more people are realizing that 4th edition had some good design elements that they are now plundering for newer games. So I have to imagine it's probably easier these days to get a game of 4th edition D&D than it ever was. Like, as much as I talk about how there's, like, the audience of people who play only D&D are different from the audience of people who are, like, tabletop RPG people, to a certain degree, because a lot of times there's not as much crossover as you would like, or I would like, maybe. But, some people do tend to, when a new edition moves on, where they're like, well, shit, now that my edition is no longer going to be the one guaranteed to be played in stores, I might as well see what other editions did, because fuck, if I'm gonna have to do this like by myself, I might as well see if I really got the best benefit. So like, I don't know if like when 6th edition exists, if assuming it ever does, which it probably will, even though, so how you doing, Mew? Welcome, how you doing? Like, even though, God, yeah, this is really mix that up. Like, even though 5th edition's popular now, and like, even though they're saying 5.5 is, or whatever, D&D 1, whatever, isn't a new edition, I do wonder if, in theory, if a 6th edition ever really truly manifests, if people go back to 5th edition at all. Yeah, I didn't mind those too much. I think all they really need to do is implement like a stamina system instead, and that would have made a lot of people like get a lot less antsy about it. Thank you for that health rate. I will do that. Let me get a sec. There we go. I got my gamer drink. I got the anime girl painter lady bottle. I don't have it right now though. It's in my kitchen. Oh, your Arminger finally came in? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Oh, Squids is super cool like that. Honestly, fuck yeah. Squids is the best. Squids is the best. Squids is the best. Also, definitely if you... I assume you're magnetizing those. I'm assuming you're magnetizing your Arminger, because if you're not, you absolutely... Let's actually... Hold on, let me... I just want to keep the paint mixer just like vaguely off to the side. I do find it convenient to just be able to go like... Do that. I guess I can keep it on my lap. Single Armiger, no. Ah, I gotcha. There we go. Show us the lady. The lady? The fucking... the mixer? Nanda. I can't buy the new 5e books. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's also some people that will just do that. Like, I know my Pathfinder group. I think generally, outside the initial, like, freaking out, I do... Oh, god, yeah, no, this does really well. I can notice the pigments are a lot smoother. There wasn't, like, that much pushback for a new Pathfinder edition in my group, though I know some people like, I can't believe Paizo would do this to me. I am stopping Pathfinder forever. The couple lady... Oh, I don't... it's kind of reflective, honestly, and she's just mostly tits, so I don't know if that'd be the best to show. Some people VTubers have been bonked for less, so I'll leave it to your imagination. Skaven do be like, I'm cheesed to meet you. How you doing, Alvin? Welcome. Yeah, I think I did 5mm by 1mm magnet rounds. That sounds about right. Yeah, I do think some people just like begrudgingly update. I think that's more of a war game thing though. Like the amount of people that are like, I hate Warhammer. They're like, would you like to try a new war game? No, I want Games Workshop to apologize and then undo all the changes they did, and also make my favorite edition the newest one. Which Games Workshop fucks up the rules a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not siding with them on this, but like. There are some people that will just, like, not move on, but they'll just begin to grumble and build up resentment doing some mod Minecraft. Very nice. Every now and then I just get, like, a taste for Minecraft, but I've never, weirdly enough, actually gotten to mod Super a whole lot. Mostly just because I'm entertained enough with vanilla. I don't know why or how, considering that I've been playing it off and on since fucking release. Like, I remember playing Minecraft before Hunger was added in, and I'm still less like, aha, go over to tree, mine tree. This is great. That's how you doing, Truggle that. Welcome. How you? Hate to change the stick to kiss goes to court. I meet someone new. That tracks. That tracks. Just repeated levels of cheese to meet you, followed by just rendering the fat off of the body to make soap and carrying on. As one do in this bitch of a world. Really, mostly just painting the new guy instead of the gray Seer. I imagine this Wednesday is going to be a big paint along. Also, Asmodeus, welcome. I'm a Warhammer fan. Yeah, I notice it a lot because like every now and then I do go into like different like communities and stuff to talk about war games. I'm a big fan of that. Like, if you like the RNG rules and like the customization stuff, you honestly though, well, you should look into Car Wars. Gasland. You should look at the Gaslands. I mean, you're not gonna be running like a horde of boys, but if you want sick vehicles that can do sick vehicle stuff, a paint along. I could do. I think next time I do a paint along project, I think the idea will be to like pick a theme instead of a specific model. The off chance that G-Dub's fucking Oh yeah, no, I didn't say anything yet. I wouldn't mind doing another paint along project. I just know that the last one had some issues. I know the last one had some issues, just because of supply. Bring Ras. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Yeah, no, Carnival seems really neat. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that that's also not too bad. There are a decent amount of newer communities for like older Warhammer stuff growing around. Though you probably have to go to specific Discords for that these days. Yeah, I would actually like to try Silver Bayonet. I think I've looked at it a little bit, and the idea seems neat. My group. What's it called? I want my Painox to kill orcs on a 1. And doesn't it still do that? I think you could... No, not Pain Doc, sorry. I'm thinking of the Mad Doc, which you can just bring a bunch of boys and just accidentally lightning zap them a whole bunch. I do think that there is some things where, like... I'm kind of the belief a lot of times that people get told that, like, being a GM or learning new systems is, like, a difficult task. Like, it's impossible. Like, doing it will drive you crazy. It's so hard to be a GM. It's so hard to pick up a game that's not D&D. Listen, let's just put gun rules in D&D, and then cybernetics, and then also hacking. Because it's so hard to learn a new game instead of just playing like Cyberpunk or something like that. I mean, like I said, Blanc, you could do that. You just will have to find you'll have to reach the point that a lot of people do with smaller war games, and you're like, older editions aren't dead, but like once edition falls out of being the popular one, you're gonna have to put in the legwork. Which, like I said, it's not impossible. Like, especially if you don't care about all of that happening, about like the pain docs and whatnot happening in like physical space. Yeah, just like finding a retro Warhammer Discord will get you there. How's you doing, Billy? Welcome. I wouldn't even say players make it hard. It just requires reading and the realization that you're not going to get the rules perfect 100% of the time. It's doable. I'm not going to say it doesn't take work, but I'm saying it's not like fucking like nanosurgery bullshit. Listen, I wear a shirt most of the time. I don't know why you fixate on me not wearing a shirt. That's a hell silly to me. How did you get that name on Twitch? That feels like it'd be really hard to get. How you doing? I feel like I should also wave. How you doing? I'm painting rats today. I'm currently, technically, I want to get this Gray Seer done. Realistically, I don't know how far through the Gray Seer I'm going to get today. But I'm also working on the Engineer. So, if it works, it works. That'll be fine. Yeah, your account is old. Ah, that would do it. That would totally do it. Yeah. People kept Mordheim kicking around for a while, or Epic, or I do wonder if eventually we'll get a War Machine like revival for like older editions. I don't know. Grown tolerance can bring to a game. See, I'm okay with that too. The funny thing I was because I was playing war games at the shop today. I heard this like people were running. It was like a family running like Pathfinder D&D or something like that, and I kind of like heard that like stereotypical like a type of game that I just didn't forgot about, the like doing like big kind of goofy bombastic voices and just talking about like get dibs on the first kill. I haven't had any of that in my life in a while. It was kind of nostalgic, even though one of them was a child with the most nasal, like basically like if somebody put on that nerd voice that child had on a TV show, they'd be like, dude, you tried way too hard to do like a nerd voice. You got to dial it back. No, that was just like a real person's voice talking about their barbarian getting sick kills and like not wanting to share the loot. Good news, I found my sound working. Hey, let's go. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Glad your sound is back. Glad your sound is back. How many times have you... Are you just actively a puddle at all times? Billy the bucket of goop? I guess that makes sense. It makes sense for my wonderful viewers to be all just like me, some level of primordial gelatin, just kind of ambulatorily, just kind of moving about life. Just big squelching, you know, as one does. But yeah, I do think that like if you want like older editions do got some good stuff. I would, my local shop. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's go mimic mode then. Hey, let's go. I'm gonna keep the apron on though. I think the apron would be fun to do. Describe me in the 90s playing. It was kind of like my high school games, to be fair, as well. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It was just kind of funny because I don't get that anymore. I wouldn't say for worse or anything. It's just kind of a different era of playing. Like, I distinctly remember the first time I've ever tried to run D&D or anything like that was some of my family members. Like, I had like a really bad like surgery thing to deal with during a summer, and I remember I was gifted like the 3.5 box set. Oh, YouTube chat is going to be delayed by like a minute. There is nothing I could do. I am at the minimum delay for YouTube. YouTube is just kind of like that as a platform. If I could do anything, maybe if I become like monetized, I think they give you a little bit of stuff better, but I don't know what that's gonna be like. So we'll find out. How's how you doing, son? Welcome. Yeah, it's like a generational thing. I also think it is an experience. There are some people that only just do like the murder hobo. I go from town to town, murder people, brag about loot, and just kind of just goof off, and that's fine too. That's not enough for me anymore. But at one point, the thing is, I don't think I ever did that myself. But that's because I was like the first GM. I was the only GM my group had, so I would see other people do that, and I'd be like, please don't, please. Tau guttural stop owl. use whatever models you want. You can also, the funny thing too about Tau stuff is like you can get like 3D printable like shoulder pads and like other Tau insignia. So you could make fucking like Wevessa, like, or just like you could just do all kinds of like little like alien auxiliaries and whatnot. I was thinking about that for a while back before I hit critical rat mass of like, what if I took... There's people who've done like 3D printable Elcor or whatever. I was like, it'd be fun to do like, what if Mass Effect 3D prints but make them Tau? But I'm like, no. That's going on the fucking back burner. I got so much other shit that I kind of really want to hit instead. I was thinking about like, I'm trying to think about what I want to do on Saturday. And I might make this Saturday another triple painting week. I might do a triple painting week because I want to get some stuff done, and I also kind of want to paint and talk about core a little bit, and I think Saturday would be a good core painting day. So I might. How's your love work? Oh, that's like a different material probably. Around finding stuff played in my character. I mean, that's also fun too. I mean that's a good way to do it. I just one of those things too. Like I said, for the group that was doing the whole like murderer hobo-y, just like goofy kind of like nonsense. Like that's totally fine. They were all having fun with it. It was just weird for me because I haven't seen that style of game played in person in like years, like literally years. It was kind of wild. Bit of like, here I need to get on this guy real quick. But yeah, I do be doing good. Oh, you got your house tech and stuff? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. I actually got to use my pigs today. In Relic Blade. Pig is also getting core. Is Pega getting into core? No shit. Fuck yeah, let's go. I need to show you guys, because every time I show you guys a goofy novelty tank, you're all like, fuck yeah. The Western Anyarans, the guy released the STLs for the tank for them, and I need to show you a picture of these guys because they are. It's called a. Let's see. Let me get you the picture of it. It's very very good. Oh, she got the box. Nice. I have not gotten the box. I am doing 3D prints. Also, hello, Merlin Bishop. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Let me shout you out, and I'm going to show you guys all a rad tank. Hello, Legendary Wonder, and hello, Merlin Bishop. And hello, Sparky the Arsenal Horse. Holy shit, that's one of the most. That's a rad as fuck name. I shout you the. Wait, hold on. Why did I shout Matthew? Hold on. I misclicked. Matthew's cool too. Don't get me wrong, but I need to do it right. There we go. Hey, here we go. Excellent. Oh, what were you chatting about? What were you doing? If you all do not know me, I am Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. If you'd like to see some minis I've done recently-ish, here you go. Singing for a museum. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. That sounds like fun. Hell yeah. I am currently painting some rats. This is a Warlock Grace. This is a Gray Seer, and here's a Warlock Engineer. I believe it's a Warlock. Yeah, there we go. How you doing? How you doing, Rusted? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, you work on Crete. Hell yeah. Nice and nice and nice. I'm more of a cat. Oh, by the way, my local shop. Somebody just traded in a Plague Burst Crawler. So if I legitimately wanted to do Tank Week, I can make that be a thing. I now have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, like a proper Death Guard, but I need to show you. I need to show you the armor tractor. Oh yeah. All the GW's paints are named after like models or locations or whatever. Oh, I haven't been to Six Flags in a while. Fuck yeah, have fun with that. Have fun with that, Fuber. Look at this. Look at the beautiful Western Anyaran Dayanfen armored tractor. I take it the Plague Burst. I'm very excited about that. Look at that beautiful thing. So I also easily could get this done in one stream. It's not complicated in a way. Yeah, they're very good. All the core aesthetics are so good. Yeah, fuck. I'm doing a 3 painting stream next week because I want to keep painting the rats, but I also would like to kind of, mix it up so I don't go crazy as one does when you do nothing but paint Skaven. I love painting Skaven, don't get me wrong. The first time I got Skaven were my first Warhammer army. Not wargaming army in general, but Warhammer specific. And they were... What was I do? Well, you have to... Did somebody redeem... Oh, you did! I paint rats! Thank you. I almost missed that. That's how you do, Nintendo. Welcome. Yeah, I could technically, if I wanted to... So the Plague Burst Crawler needs stripped. It was painted... It was painted kind of in the default color scheme of... And also, the High Inquisitor. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to the workshop. And hello, Enclave. How you doing? Welcome. By the way, Inquisitor, I am heretic as fuck, so... it'd be like that. That stream won't rat me out. Hey, nice. It's always kind of weird because sometimes my brain is also like, you do that licking. Oh, fucking goober. A lot of times, like, when I do 3 painting streams, I'm like, I feel like this is lazy, but also by the same token, it's like, I can just do what I want. Really should. How you doing, Mittens? Oh, Mittens, you in particular are going to be happy. You are going to be incredibly happy. Guess who got themselves a second Plague Burst Crawler? I did. Yay, my local... Apparently somebody just took and traded in a bunch of Death Guard and Nurgle stuff. That's how you do, Luma. Welcome. How you doing? Yes, I'm a cat once again. So yeah, I got me a Plague Burst Crawler, which at the end of the stream, I need to remember to dump into my paint stripping bucket. So I can do that. Overpowered Battletech Lance. Ooh, fuck yeah, let's go. Nice. I'm kind of at that point where I still want to try to hit up like most war games. Don't do enough streams to the government will come. Fuck. I'm also going to be doing Mittens. Check us out. I'm painting a core tank probably on Saturday. Look at this beautiful. I love that they're called armored tractors. Their planes are called aeromobiles and kites. All of their tanks are called armored tractors. And you're like, oh, that's goofy and adorable. And then you read the core history and it's like, in the battle of this assault, 30,000 core lost their lives this day. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Core as a setting is very World War I, yeah. But it's like everybody's a goofy little anteater hobbit. And then there's like 50,000 died that day. And you're like, oh my god. And it's not like Warhammer stuff where it's like, oh, that's way too many. Like whenever they're like, orcs came to the planet and killed 3 billion guardsmen in one day. Yeah. That's exactly what Merlin's saying. Exactly. It's like, imagine you were landlocked. You're not landlocked. You were stuck in World War I battles, but also everybody's an adorable anteater. It's a very fun combo. A very grim dark. Also, how you doing, Heather? Welcome. Yeah, my local McDonald's also sucks hards, and that's just why I don't go there very much. Not that McDonald's was ever good, mind you, but they've definitely gotten worse. Also, have yourself a good night, Spork, and take it easy. Have a good rest. October. Oh god, Oh yeah, if we're talking about working for McDonald's, no, as somebody who has worked at McDonald's at several points over the course of my life due to various desperate circumstances, working for McDonald's sucks ass, and I would not recommend it. I would borderline recommend almost anything else. Like, legitimately, if your brother could open an OnlyFans, that would be less degrading than working at McDonald's. Not that working fast food is inherently bad. Like, somebody's got to do it. It's not that big of a deal to do so. It's just McDonald's sucks to work for as a place. It's just not great. But yeah, no, yeah, fuck it. I'm doing core. I might also, like, I don't think I'm gonna do like a full-on PowerPoint or anything, but I might do. I wonder if I could just make like a little like overview, because I have been reading the core setting, and it might be fun being like, okay, here are each of the core factions in like a paragraph or less, and here's what they do. I think I could reasonably do that. The funny thing, because the core book, like the books are interesting because they do read like proper history textbooks, but I would effectively be reading, I would be doing a book report on a history that does not exist, which would be very fun. Let's ham the belt. Yeah, wait, what? I'm gonna be crashed into play. Not it. Oh yeah. I imagine if you're colorblind, G-Dub's paints are insane. I don't know. From what I understand, it's one of those like it's the, if you get the Clash of Rifles, which I don't got. Maybe I might at some point. I'm always continuously on the fence because like I'm like, do I want to get that for $80? I think the answer is yes, but it's just more a matter of like when. I also know that getting a shitload of models, but they're not too difficult to do. They kind of do. They kind of do the tea and jam sandwiches thing. From what I said, there's one core country where like straight up the people who are fighting each other don't want to fight each other, but they're like part of different ideologically opposed sub-factions. So they just kind of show up and they just waste time for a while, and then they go back home and they repeat that, and just like, oh, the battle has reached a stalemate. A mishmash. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've seen them, but there's like a decent amount of core stuff coming out. It's been picking up steam, but the actual game is like skirmish based. You're doing maybe like 12 on 12. Skirmish based 12 on 12, you have different ranges of weapons. I believe it's like one of those like random activation things where it's like you have like a deck of cards or you're pulling from a hat or something like that. I forget exactly the method. I do need to look it up. The rules are free though, which is nice. Like if you go to like, hold on, I can get you all the rules and stuff like that. The guy is really, really nice about like making his game accessible to people. But yeah, I can get you that. But yeah, oh no, we're not talking about Dragon Age. No, the only Dragon Age I really have knowledge in is Dragon Age 1. I played it and I was like, this is fine. It's not making me lose my mind. Let me see if I can find the core stuff. All right, here we go. By the way, hey, in the same way that like, hey, you guys know, when a restaurant has like a Web 1.0 website, you know it's going to be good. Hey, same with Core. Let's go. So yeah, they have the rule books, which also includes like the history books and a bunch of other stuff, which is really, really neat. The funny thing about Games Workshop is like, so they update their rules constantly. And like on one hand, you would be like, that's not that big of a deal. It's annoying. But for other war games that do that, they have like living online rule books. And because G-Dubs absolutely needs to charge you for the rules of 40k at Age of Sigmar, whenever they do updates, the rulebooks just become out of date instantly, and then they have to do really cryptic ways of delivering errata because once again they don't want you to see the rules, like all the rules, like just enough. It's like a line switch out, and then like you have to kind of manually piece it together yourself. It's really strange. Have they confirmed that there's going to be a new Kill Team edition? I know that they've shown the drop troop guys, which I am aggressively neutral for. They're certainly drop troopers. But hey, the vestments look kind of neat. I do like me some bug dudes. How's how you doing, K-Mappy? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of at the same thing. I prefer model agnostic just because I like being able to like use my own models. But yeah, I mean, the Scions are fine. They're just not like something that activates my neurons personally. A lot of people do like them though, and I'm glad you are all getting fed. They just do nothing for me. They did confirm a new edition. Okay, I was thinking about looking into Kill Team a little bit because I can do the Death Guard Kill Team with just Death Guard, which would be nice. We'll do it with the formats for measuring distances. Interesting. Neat. I'll basically just wait till the new edition comes out. Maybe I'll take a look then. Oh, dude, puppy. Why I say poopy? Puppy. I think it's because I saw Puppy and Kobe, and my brain was like poopy. No, that's not right. But like, no, I do that so much. Like, I'm looking to build another Gaslands car, and oh, they're going back to inches. On one hand, I kind of understand like using the proprietary measuring sticks. Like Marvel Crisis Protocol does that, and it's kind of nice when you could just say move short, and then you just do that. I don't think it's necessary though, because it does require you to buy a bunch of peripherals that like aren't super important. I mean, what I would really love them to do is just do away with the idea of a codex. You buy like a lore starter book for your faction that has like alternate like paint tutorials, lore, like a couple of short stories, a bunch of art. You can like, I'm going to be real, Games Workshop, you could use the art that you've already used before. It's fine. Listen, if I order a Death Guard book and you put some Death Guard that were in like like a campaign supplement, that's fine. That doesn't matter. The idea that somebody could just buy that, get a good like feel for the book, and then they like the rules are just online. Colby, Cody, there's a Cabby in there. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Cabby? Yeah, no, sometimes my brain will just see two words together and accidentally fuse them into a horrible amalgamation. So that's what happened there for certain. Yeah, exactly. Asmodeus, you and I, our neurons are in sync. I would like that. Or just do away with them entirely. Just be like, codices aren't a thing anymore. We're not gonna do that. Like every other war game on the market, but like I can understand buying a book that's like rules complete and never changes, like Gaslands. Gaslands was like a $30 book I picked up, and that's it. That's everything you need to run Gaslands, just in that book. Excellent, love it, love to see it. You're like, what are you doing now? I'm touching up and like layering more on the turquoise because I'm going to need to actually like build up some layers. I do want to get this guy kind of close. We're like, oh my god, how are we already at like an hour? What the fuck? How? Got so much to do, so much to see. Yeah, no, it's G-dubs. See, I would do that, or like, cause like some of the older codices were fun because you would read like little short stories and stuff like that, which is fun. Well, you didn't fake up. Welcome. Make staff set. Oh, if you see that how that's painted white, I want to do a glow effect there, and some of the glow effects I either need to look up how to do airbrush glow, or I need to do brush on glow. But I still think the same premise of like paint it white and then build up is going to be true, which is everything you see that's white is eventually going to glow some variety of green. I'm prepping in advance for what I think will be the important step there. Yeah, I'm a little worried because I put like an okay amount of work on these guys. I'm very afraid of just like working them hideously, but like, I gotta be a little adventurous. I gotta take some risks. What are they doing, Drago? Because they don't deserve the dub. Fair. It's because growing up, we called Buffalo Wild Wings B-dubs. So the logical transition for my brains to go from B-dubs to G-dubs is like the neural pathways are already there in my goop. You love white paint, really? I mean, usually people complain about being difficult, but I have seen some like I think some of the Goonhammer battle mechs are like white one side and blue the other. They look really good. I'll probably I got some of my battle mechs at some point. I wonder if one of these days I just need to do like probably once I get some of my Skaven done, maybe if I just do hey, this is my eternal list of things to paint, and I just like put it to a vote, or just like spin channel points, choose what I'm painting next week. That might be fun. Yeah. So my brain will just go from B-dubs to G-dubs. It's be like that. It'd be like, but hey, doing Drago, but yeah, I'll probably just call him that forever. What's taking the back? See, there we go. I was waiting for someone to pick that up. To be fair, Patching Command Squad. Ooh, nice. Yeah. I found I did get the there was like one demon like the Poxwalker with the funky scroll, which was the last model I need if I ever wanted to play Maggotkin in Spearhead, which I don't know if Spearhead's any good yet. I've heard generally good things. Accessible. I mean, that's still a good look. Oh, you're doing the like the heavy body acrylic stuff, I think, right? I've heard good things. I have the Pro Acryl Titanium White, which I generally like, but I've heard some people do what you're doing for the whites, and I've also heard good things. Oh, it's because this is like a little side thing that I just never applied paint to properly. Yeah, I've heard it's fun, and I think like I'm kind of at like a weird sunk cost where it's like I don't know if I care that much about any of the Warhammer games gameplay wise, but I got the models for it, you know. But it's like, fuck it. I should at least play a couple. I should play a couple of matches and see how I have fun. Okay, yeah, the white is a very good foundation. A bunch of other stuff. Good. Get the bottom of this at all. Fine, which is why I'm doing it now. Yippee. I'm sure I'm probably missing a bunch of areas as well, but that's whatever works. Oh, it's like ink. Okay, I have used white inks for airbrush stuff before. So if it behaves like a white ink, I bet that is incredibly baller. Let me save that for later, actually. Golden high flow acrylics. I want to Google that for later. I say another series of paints to the list. This doesn't seem too bad. I can see if I can find them. But yeah, I'll probably check those out. I have a couple of paints coming in. Like I said, I got the I ordered the complete Villainy Ink starter box thing that has just like the complete set because like I generally like painting with enamels, and the ones I've used so far have been pretty good. So it's like, yeah, fuck it, let's go like real hardcore with enamels. All right, so we got that. 5 boxes of rats. I mean, when it comes out, I would very much like to get the big rat. I would love to get the big fucking rat, the priest whatever. Other than that, I'm keeping it easy on the rats until I finish some rats. Like for context, like I got these two. This guy needs some more work, and also dealing with some other bullshit. He's probably going to be a next Wednesday thing. Oh, skin. I need to make some skin. So, like, I want, like, the clan rats and, like, are the things I'm probably going to be like, I don't care. If I already have 60 clan rats. If I never get around to doing this stuff. Yeah, I think it's functionally a vermin lord. I don't know what the real distinction is, I guess. Oh. Even the paint mixer. Hold on. I shouldn't do that. Hello. Hey, everybody. I got the paint mixer. I was just like, maybe if I keep it down. I haven't tried any of those. I have like a couple of AK, what's it called? I have a couple of AK, just like other enamels and grimes and whatnot. Big thick brush that I use for all my mixing. Over here. Nice. But yeah, the priest of the Great Horn Rat, that guy I would like to get. True form, it's me. Scary fruit elf. Fucking goober. But yeah, I don't know, just there's so many neat paints out there. It's fun to fuck around with all of them. I like trying new paints. I like trying new paints. It's so fun. It's so fun just to try out some new stuff and see if they work. I also, when I did this guy too, I did the skin different. I did the skin more of a using a kind of actual like human tone and not this kind of like off pink I've been using quite a bit. So we're going to try to build up to that. But first I'm going to go back to this guy. See, I've tried a couple of Turbo Dork paints in the past, but when I used them, I didn't have access to an airbrush. Apparently, from what I've heard, they just don't behave at all if you don't airbrush them. And I don't know how much I need color shifting on my stuff, so I have not really, even though I have an airbrush, I'm never like, ah, yes, it's time to use the Turbo Dork paint now. It just has not come up at all. Maybe eventually. Go ahead and paint roughly over the orb because I'm eventually going to go in. Not like that. Okay, no, that should just be glove material then. So he's basically just got feet and face when it comes to skin. Okay, I can go with that. I can go with that. He's a great horny rat. I mean, he's got many horns. I don't know. Once again, I don't think of like Skaven of like any real. They're just what are they? They're just rats. Do they fuck or do anything? No, they just kill. They just kill and backstab. It's fun. But yeah, I do want the big totally not a Vermin Lord thing. If it's not actually a Vermin Lord, then whatever. I do wonder if that's going to be like, so the current Vermin Lord kit I think is fine. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and that guy deviates so much from that kit though that like he's going to be his own. He's either going to be his own thing or he's going to be, they're going to introduce some new Vermin Lords and they're going to use him as a basis for that. Which I heard was I forget exactly what the rumor on what they were doing. Like they said to the Vermin Lords, like they mentioned that there would be some like a funky one, which I assume was him. Yeah, exactly. I would need to go back to those Skaven rumors because I believe for the most part they've all been right to some degree. Yeah, I just gotta go back and get this. Like, go back and hit the layer on that foot. Oh no, hitting the robe. And do like a neat metallic so far. Ah, gotcha. That's probably fine then. Yeah, just use them as just metallics. I just know that they're like they got cool, just a cool color shifting factor. And if you don't, I do also have that one. I've had this, the Death by, and that's supposed to be just. It was supposed to be kind of a. Oh, it was supposed to just be sort of like a alternative to Warlock Bronze. So how you doing, Inochi? Welcome. How you doing? I am Halvernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven and Turnip 28 and Quar and Trench Crusade and Gaslands and Relic Blade and I'm just adding all the games I play. I paid a lot of minis. How you doing? It's a Skaven type book to learn it. I also need to read through. I have not read through any of the books that came with the Skaven type box. Not yet, anyway. I eventually will because I'm going to eventually need to learn like this, like what's it, Fire and Jade as a spearhead rules, and then some other nonsense. It's a Baki VTuber. It's me, the Baki VTuber, and eventually BattleTech. I do got battle mechs. Like for instance, I got this fuck just on my desk. I stripped paint from him. I don't remember if this is one that I painted and I didn't like the way I painted it. I stripped it, or if I got this from somebody, because I did get a bunch of battle mechs from some people. From one guy who was like, I don't need these are duplicates, and I stripped the paint from them. The problem is I don't know, the default BattleTech material I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, I mean, there might be I don't know a servo skill style VTubers. There's a couple of VTubers that do like, hey, I'm totally a 40k thing. It's Aurelia, who's very Custodes. There is, or maybe she's a blood angel, like, because I know blood angels got some like gold armor things. I know my blood angels lore is very weak. Then there's Commissar Azura and the rest of the war dames that are Warhammer, various commissars, Skitari, tech priest, hive ganger, stuff like that. I mean, I prime them too. I just find the plastic to be rubbery and kind of not fun. Like, I have a couple of 3D printed STLs for existing mechs I got, which I might want to do just to get a little bit of extra, like, detail sharpness. But, I mean, I already got the mechs, so I might as well do something with them. I don't know when. Like I said, it's when, not if, will I eventually get around to those. 100 gifts up. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. I mean, some people do that. Some people are like, this is my VTuber thing. I'm here for it. Here is all of the money. And it's like, fuck yeah, let's go. But I'm glad she's doing well, though. Hell yeah. Yeah, I do remember there was a VTuber. They were not Servo Skull. Yeah, we're talking about that. Like, eventually I need to paint some of my BattleTech mechs. There is a VTuber that was a severed head in a jar of blood. I don't think I ever really got a chance to watch them, but I'm aware of their existence. I don't know if they stream anymore. It was like a head with like an upside down crucifix on it. It was floating in blood, and there was like entrails. Multitask gator jump. Hey, no, that's a real mood. I used to be able to do that a lot more. Alas, I can do that no longer at the guild. Iron Winds. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I'm primarily, even though I've been playing a lot more games today. I played Gaslands for the first time, which is fun, and Relic Blade for the first time, which was also fun. But primarily, I am a hobbyist, and a lot of the battle mechs don't really do much for me as a hobbyist. Yeah, I mean, we've reached a point with VTubing that like you don't have to be just like generic cute anime person. Like me, I'm generic cool anime person. But no, you can get away with gore pretty fine. Like it wasn't like gore is not that big of a deal for like censorship stuff on Twitch. Usually it's boobs. But Twitch is weirdly inconsistent where they're like don't show bonks. Also, this cam streamer absolutely can show bonks. I mean, it's not like there are some people that are like, fuck yeah, bloody head in a jar. You are my favorite, which is great. No, the cross, upside down cross is fine too. Like, there's not a lot of religious like you. It would take a lot for you to get religiously bonked unless you were actively like, I am insulting people specifically. But no, you could be kind of like, it's like, it's me, Moloch Belvedere. VTuber of the devil. Da, 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 da. There we go. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that fine. You could make that a thing. Yeah, Twitch is gonna. When it comes to all the big companies, you can kind of like everything is just entirely arbitrary. Whether a bot picked you up, there was a VTuber named Kumo Gorogoro. She did like she does like ASMR stuff on YouTube. Like she'll upload her VODs there, and like it's not nothing too wild. Like she called someone a hag as a joke, who was a friend of hers, and then the bot was like, "You need to remove this," and she's like, "Okay, I did it." And like, "JK, we looked at your stuff again. We're taking the video down." Yeah, Iron Mouse is literally just Satan, just Lucifer, and she's literally. I think Iron Mouse, if she's not the biggest VTuber, I think Pekora is still the biggest VTuber last I checked, but Iron Mouse is at least top 3, if not top 2. I was mostly joking, Enclave. Don't worry. I know some people are like, ooh, saucy Elfman. Like, yeah, you can kind of do exactly what you want with dude nips. Like, I'm not too worried. I don't think I would ever get bonked for Mimic Moto, especially because I don't got nipples, which is great. It'd be like, I can't believe this elf is showing nipples on stream. It's like, nope, don't got no nipples to show. Gura might be the biggest. I don't know. Gura's got a lot of followers, but because she doesn't stream very often, I don't know what her momentum is. Like I don't know. And also, Thali-san the Brazilian, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? Brazil mention. Let's go. Yeah, I don't got nipples. It's great. Let's see, we got that skin, and let's go back to this guy. So this guy had an older variation of the skin flavor. I did. You're not his best. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're just goofing. Once again, if I'm genuinely upset by something, I'll let you all know. Don't worry. Don't worry, because usually someone upsets me, I'm like, you should stop that. After like, nope, and I'm like, then I ban them. Yeah, I'm showing my saucy lack of nipples. Oh baby, let's go. I wonder if like every time I say nipples, eventually that just means the YouTube VOD is less likely to get picked up. I always wonder about that. Like, I don't say anything too bad on my streams. Like, I'm not like a real offensive person, but I do say fuck a lot. And I do legitimately wonder if there's like because like some people censor that pretty bad from like their videos and stuff. I'm not gonna, but like I do wonder if it's like there's a correlation between how many times I say fuck on stream and how much like reach my VOD has. It'd be interesting. The problem is if I want to test it, I would have to go for a stream without saying fuck, which is hard. And then also in addition to that, there's a bunch of other random variables. Yeah, my lack of nipples. You like and subscribe. Oh hell yeah, let's go. Thank you. Let's go. Sub my accent, the bot. Oh wait, bruv. I know, right? That's not the right accent for you, but that's for some reason when my brain went to like over exaggerated accent for the sake of throwing off censors. I'm like, that's the one. That's the ticket. Yeah. So I mean, you gotta keep a jar of them ready, just like Ed Gein, in case you need to make a belt. He did that, by the way. Ed Gein made a belt out of nipples for fun times. Oh, Bobby Hoskins. Yeah, you came in at a great time. We're talking about Ed Gein's nipple belt. Yeah, Ed Gein was certainly one of the most. He was an individual. He was definitely a person. Living. I mean, the sad thing is, like, technically, if he didn't kill anyone, he would have been not that bad. He did a lot of grave robbing. Ed Gein did a lot of grave robbing, which is not great. But I consider grave robbing like way less of an issue than murder. Like, I don't want people to rob my tomb, but if I'm dead, it's whatever. Honestly, if anything, if I ever had like a tomb, I want it to be like that tomb in Conan. Like when we watched Conan the Barbarian this week, where it's like, I want someone to stumble on my tomb and they see a sword and they're like, "Thank you, spirit of my ancestors. I will take this sword, and I will become unconquerable." I want to be that. I want to provide powerful weapons for people that stumble upon my grave. That's the kind of tomb I want. Yeah, average VTuber stuff. Yeah, isn't that the thing? The joke, it's like the difference between archaeology and grave robbing is just like a significant amount of time. Yeah, exactly. This is archaeology. Big ass cut. Yeah, oh yeah, oh that would also be kind of fun too, just to have like a bunch of traps and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do that. I'll leave a bunch of cool swords for people that open up my tomb, but I have to make sure that you're in it to win it. So, how's how you doing, Aaron? Welcome. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, college degree goes between grave robbing. Because actually, even back in like the Victorian era, where they would loot bodies from like graveyards so they could use for like medical practice and stuff like that. Yeah, that's just like another example. College degree. Really, I mean, I think they still consider grave robbing back then, but that's just because the doctors were not super well regarded in Victorian times, because they were grave robbing weirdos. Funny how that works out. Get on the whip. Yeah, I'm trying to build this guy's skin to a different pink, because originally I was doing like a more kind of like warm fleshy, and I'm going for like a weird sickly pink, which I'm gonna layer on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, although early doctors, like, I fully believe that there is a reason why they people did not trust them, because they were doing weird shit. I agree with that. I don't disagree, but also it's just kind of funny how that worked out. Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah, exactly. You got to eat the mummy paste, and then you also got to do fat rails of mummy so you can get your boner up. I always like that kind of era where they're like, we found a dead guy. What do we want to do? Well, I'm not getting as hard as I used to be. Maybe if I huff a mummy, maybe that will fix it. And on one hand, I'm sure that was all bullshit, but there has to be at least one guy that was like, dude, it works. It works. Let's go. Like the initial guy, the guy who initially was like, no, I have an idea. Or maybe it's like one of those things that like somebody was handling mummies and they dropped it and it got a bunch of dust in their mouth and they're like, I'm feeling the weirdest boner right now. Maybe it's the dust? Yeah, that tracks. Is genuine mummy? Oh shit, nice. Where did your friend acquire mummy from? I'm not gonna rat them out, I'm just kinda curious. That's how you doing, FS. Welcome. Oh, mummy. I have not heard about that. I would not be surprised if someone decided to make mummies and the stuff. That's all, Sylvie. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're talking about grinding up mummies into paint. How you doing? Let me shout you out. Hello, Valiant. Hello, Hello, Anubuk. Hello, Sylvie. Welcome. Hello, Mellow Mute. Hello, everyone. And also, Aaron Chenault. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. If you all do not know me, I am Halbernath the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nerdglin Skaven variety. How was Zenless Zone Zero? Did you get the I don't know, there's like a rat lady I keep seeing people, everyone's like, look at her butt when she walks. Look at this rat. I'm like, okay, fair, I get it. I'm perceiving the rat now. Got the granny cyborg. I like part of I'm so used to just highlighting things and just seeing where Google takes me. I was like, what's Granny Cyborg? Oh, it's just AI art. Sad. But yeah, so today I am currently I am currently painting Skaven. This is the Gray Seer, and then this is the Warlock Engineer. Both of them are from the Skaven type box. I am currently kind of trying to hit it. Technically, this guy is the main model I want to paint tonight, and the other one is it's just as it's happening, I'm just painting him. Both are kind of working, getting some stuff done. Skaven really play I truly respect. I have played Skaven the most out of any of my big Warhammer armies specifically, so I guess I still, depending on what the degree, like decay of like consider yourself a Skaven player. Oh, Jay, drink. I did drink. I drank me a drink. I'll drink another drink. Let me stretch too. There. Oh yeah, hi Crichton's wife. You picked a good one. You picked a good one for Crichton specifically. Yeah, check this. Check out. I got the Warlock engine. The Gray Seer, which is the sick rat who I'm still working on a bunch of stuff. He's going to be. If you're wondering why there's a bunch of white, it's because I want this to glow. And then this is the Warlock Engineer, which is currently just like a bunch of metal. Need to do some stuff with, which should be fun. The fuck? So that guy just collects weird ass old paints. I mean, that sounds great, Enclave. Honestly, I'm jelly. That sounds like fun. Oh, I'm glad you liked them. Thank you. If you would like to see some completed minis I've done, I mean, there's some to the left, but also here's like some, there's some bigger stuff. Some of these are for games. This is Trench Crusade, Turnip 28, and Trench Crusade. Those are currently what those are at. And I do got an Instagram for completed minis. If anybody wants to check out all my like finished works. In theory, I should do more work in progress stuff and like Instagram stories and stuff, but I currently just mostly use Instagram for like, these are my finished minis. Check it out. Like red paint. I haven't really sampled the paints in a while, so I don't really know. How's the best thirst traps on YouTube? That's me. the thirstiest boy who ever lived. Oh, okay. If he's got a PhD in art history, that suddenly explains the weird ass paints. At that point, that just comes with the territory. I'm gonna paint a little bit of the metal on the Warlock Engineer. Let me move some paint. Let's get some Vallejo metal on there. Shake. Just follow my Instagram. Hey, let's go. Excellent. Hey, I see it. Nice. Cadaver top. Oh, the opening part of that sentence. I know it's accurate to what we were talking about, but I find it's funny. Like, yeah, something to add about cadavers. I'm like, yay, let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of criminals have ended up in labs over the years. I don't know, like kind of weird. I got like a little bit. I guess I'm just gonna have to leave it there. That's fine. I'm excited for Trench Crusade. My local group is taking forever, but what's it called? I have a warband of, what's it called? The Black Grail, which is going to be fun. Hey, there we go. There we go. I'm very excited. I also, Cadaver, I hardly... Go and see Rat. Why? Oh, god damn it. Nice, let's go. Still a keeper, I would say. Still a keeper. Where's I going with this? Depending on certain things that I'm currently waiting on, I might have a very interesting Trench Crusade stream coming up in the future. The anti-tank guy. Oh yeah, the communicate tank hunter. Yeah, there's I mean, it's also not that hard to build a starting warband for Trench Crusade. It's you can do it with a couple of models. So like having multiple groups of different factions, stuff like that isn't the hardest thing to do. Now I understand, the usual like painting takes time and whatnot, so I totally get it, but like if you like both, it's not like Warhammer where the commitment for picking up a second army is like 300 models. It's like, do I want to paint maybe like 5 dudes? That's how you doing, Chieftain. Welcome. I mean, okay, hear me out, Bobby. There is a new Antioch sub-faction for Trench Crusade that is about being Scottish and having a big bagpipe and doing a bunch of melee stuff. Now, nobody could stop you from making all your dudes really short and just giving them axes. Maybe like a fun helmet. even though the warband is themed to be Scottish, you know, you could still, a lot of cultures mix around in there. You could do that. It's him, the tank man. Oh, actually, no, Chaos Doors would actually be really baller for the Sultanates. That would actually be very, very legit. And also, Rufus, have yourself a good night and take it easy. Have a good rest. Yeah, Chaos Doors would actually be really good because you could use you could use the bull centaurs as like the brass bulls and stuff like that. Oh shit, yeah, you could totally do that. That sounds very, very legit. I think a lot of these medals on the back are not going to be this color. I'm just usually, a lot of times I'll just like lay down a little bit of the base metal and then I'll touch it up later. Like, those are probably going to be like copper or whatever. Hellcannon's coming back. Oh shit, really? Nice. That would be nice because I could actually, in theory, use that for some. If I have an old world army that's not complete and I'm not even really getting there. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people for their Sultanate conversion. They actually use the Song of Ice and Fire. What's it called? There's a song. Oh, if you already got the Chorfs, yeah, that would make sense why you're curious. I did see some really cool. Your first metallic paints, nice. Which ones did you get? I'm a big fan personally of the Vallejo metal color. Oh, isn't that okay? Oh, that's nice. That was like the one model I don't have that I can't easily I can proxy it, I guess. I don't know. I kind of fell into that early, like, oh, I should get an old world army ready to go, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. My drive to get an old world army is just like, I mean, I have Chaos Warriors. I can make it happen. That's what I like, Armin. Also, thank you for the bits. Yeah, we do be gaming. I did get a Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition book recently, which has been a reasonably fun read, though I haven't got I didn't get to read it much today because I've spent today playing Gaslands and whatnot. Reaper Hellcannon. Hey, there we go. Just buy hundreds of Hellcannons. Which one? Wait, which one? Which one? What? Which one? Old World Army or which one? Gaslands stuff. I could actually grab my Gaslands cars and show them off, but I would need to go in a different room to pick them up. So if you guys do not mind a little bit of my body ascending, if you do not mind a little astral projection while I go get them, I can totally do that. Because that's basically what I did like yesterday. I was like, I really wanted to have fully painted cars when I do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the serene peace of just not having a single thought is pretty nice to some degree. Use the Force. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just the 6th edition, just like the basic core book. They didn't have any army supplement books or anything. A lot of my local store will just have people come in and like sell stuff. Someone did sell a bunch of Warhammer 40k 2nd edition stuff, not Rogue Trader, but 2nd edition. Which on one hand, it's kind of cool and neat and old, but also like I don't. Usually, like, if you're going that far back, you go all the way back to Rogue Trader. Or if you want to play something that's older that people generally like gameplay-wise with a few glaring flaws, you do 3rd or 4th edition. Put the meow in homo. That's a nice... Oh, that is a dick pouch. Okay, I should not paint the dick pouch metal. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I guess if the Golden Flow stuff has metallics as well, you might as well. Because those paints sound pretty baller from what you said, so fuck yeah. Nice. Yeah, so for fantasy, yeah, I've mostly heard play 6 or play usually not 8th. Usually it's like 6th or I don't know, 6th or maybe like a different edition. Which I was like, it's $30. It'd be fun just to read the setting info and stuff like that. I know the factions and whatnot, but I would like just to see what the setting books from the time were like. That's how you do, Coyote. How you doing? Welcome. Really? Because like usually what I hear, I mean, I don't doubt it. I'm sure 2nd edition's someone's favorite, but usually what I hear is like 3rd edition is like the right balance of having a bunch of cool options and also being like a complete game. And 4th edition is also really good for that, but you use the 3rd edition codices. Oh, that would make sense for fantasy, yeah. I don't know. A lot of times I just like getting older books and I really don't have any aspirations of playing them. Like, will I ever play Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition? Probably not, but that's fine. That's fine. The book is for me to read, and then also probably maybe like look at the cool art tutorials and stuff like that and have some fun. That's only $30 as well. Start with 4th. Nice. Oh yeah. I started with technically, like, once again, I haven't gotten to play a game of 40k, so saying what edition I started on is kind of weird, but I started actually painting 40k models around 8th edition, so I'm very late. Yeah, there's a, like, Blanc in the who's bounces between the chats is also missing that as well. Yeah, I think at that point you just kind of have to go look for, like, a Discord for an older edition. For if you want, like, the real older edition fun stuff. See, I kind of wish I was at the point where, like, I even knew that war games were a thing when I was younger. I literally did not know about Warhammer until high school, and it was just not where I was at. Like, I would go online and see people talk about, like, 40k, but, like, there was not a single store near me that sold it. There wasn't really a family game store. There was not the internet, of course, had stuff, but I didn't even begin to know what I needed. So I just kind of I was like, whatever. Plus, I was like, why would I buy a bunch of stuff that I can't do anything with? And now, which is funny now because now I buy a bunch of stuff for games that are, like, objectively dead. But I'm just like, I like doing. I like reading dead games and playing older editions and painting minis just for the sake of painting minis. I legitimately, this is not a joke. I did pose outside my house when I was in middle school with a katana, taking sick pictures. It was very silly. I don't feel too bad about that. Like, it's like a fun thing to think about now, but at the time it's really funny. Oh no, Crichton, that's a mood. I think it's like, I mean, worst case, you can take ideas from those and put them in other games, so it's not like the worst thing. Yeah, I guess you could say I was chuny. Like, I mean, I didn't have any aspirations like, it is I, the Dark Lord of the Blade, the killer the killer of the unjust or whatever. I was just like, I was just doing nerd shit. Listen, everybody, you got, oh, no, I got metallics on this guy's rope. Ah, not too bad, though. Okay, I just gotta wipe that off with my finky. Then I'll just touch it up later. So, the main reason I did that is, like, hey, when I was in middle school, I was basically given unwatched access to the internet, and I was a really early person in my family to use eBay, so I found that you could buy an eBay katana. Oh, hold on, we got an ad break, and then I'll go back. Let me see. When I was a kid, we were in front yard with a hose and a car drove. Oh, that's myself. Oh, you sprayed the car with what? Oh, that's just innocent kid shit. That's innocent kid shit. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're back. So the Howl lore dump is I've talked about the story a couple times. Probably a lot of you already know it. But I bought a katana off of eBay because nobody was watching me. Like, I was able to buy it. Like, I didn't have a credit card, but I was like, hey, can I get this katana? It's $20. They're like, I don't know what that means. Here's $20, sure. Not that, like, my family had, like, random katana money. I don't know how I got... thinking about it now, I legitimately don't know how I got the money to buy the katana. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I think that was early high school. And around early high school, late middle school, early high school. Oh, I remember what happened. I got the katana because I think my immediate family was going through some really serious deaths. And I think they're like, oh, bless his heart. Let's buy him a katana. Let's let him buy a katana. No, it was not it was my adopted aunt that actually gave me the money to buy that. She definitely had she was much older than my adopted mother, so she had no idea what the internet was in general, other than, like, you could order products from there. So yeah, I bought a shitty $20 katana. It was basically rusty when I bought it, which was weird because it said it was, like, stainless steel or whatever, but it was fun. It was a big hunking chunk of metal that I got to do, like, sick poses with outside, so I couldn't complain too much. It's everything you would want out of a big, stupid fucking thing. Still got, like, quite a bit of the copper on my palette, so I'm gonna use that real quick. I got way too much out. Yeah, I wish it was stainless aluminum, which is bad. Yeah, I did just get a mall katana, effectively. Yeah, that is not wrong. That's absolutely not wrong. We need to get a bit more in there. No, I'm fine. But yeah. I mean, the thing is also too, because I was the quiet child that got good grades, I was just kind of left to my own devices, which is kind of what led me to be a solitary individual such as myself. So like they were just like, oh, he just wants a katana. He doesn't ask for much. Here you go. Here's a katana. Which sounds way cooler when I say it like that, but it was just like, yeah, here's $20. Just buy whatever dumb shit thing you want off of eBay. And I was like, okay. I did. Huge into anime. Oh, so all katana. Oh, so your friend had like a weeb coming to Jesus moment where she's like, oh my god, what am I doing? The funny thing is, I feel like now, if you were a like, I don't know. I feel like if you're 20 something, you have a bunch of katanas. I feel like that's a positive now. Like I feel like you could get away with that more these days. I feel like these days, like. I'm going to be real. If I talk to someone and they're like, do you know that I actually own 20 katanas? I'm going to be like, we're significantly more friends than we were 10 seconds ago. Please tell me about all the names you gave them. Like, I would be like that. Oh yeah, we could get this back too. Oh, no, that's sad. Honestly, I get that. There is like a weird brainworms thing that people can get where it's like, oh, I would like to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while, or like I didn't respond to a message you sent. And it's been so long that I feel like it's my fault and you're going to get mad at me for keeping so long. So that they just kind of hit that cycle of that and they will never do that. Yeah, I'm glad you tried, because sometimes it just does require another person to break that. But like, if hi Brittany, how you doing? But yeah, if they're not gonna let you back in, it's tragic. But you I would say you've done what you can. Let's see, Brittany says hi. Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm glad everybody is on board with Brittany. So yeah, I didn't go full Chuny. I wasn't like pretending I had like secret magic powers or anything or whatever. And Dirt Chonker. Is that fucking like just like one of those like big fucking slabs of steel style swords? Just like this thing doesn't really cut you. It's just weighted and heavy. Inside hell, there's 2 wolves. One wolf is my left jaw on my chest, and then one wolf is the right jaw on my chest. Let's go. Fair, maybe it's less. I thought it was less than 35. Fair. I mean, I'm 34 as of 2 days ago, so I'm still. I also think it's just generally the environment you're raised in. Once again, I was kind of raised on the internet. Like, I was a awkward, bumbling, like, in no clear terms of like a confused, bumbling autist for a lot of my early like late elementary school, because I moved a lot and I was awkward and I never really made friends because I liked nothing but video games. And they're like, oh, Hal doesn't actually know like anything about like the songs we like to listen to, or what's cool or drama or whatever. It's like, what do you like, Hal? I like GameCube. But like, so because a lot of my socialization was online, I think I did eventually get like IRL friends around them, and that was still fun. But still, I did a lot of online socialization, so it has warped certain core tenets of who I am as a person. And like what is normal and whatnot, which is fun. I do like GameCube though. That's the funny thing, is I am Hal, I still like GameCube like quite a bit. That sounds like, I feel like if you can cut down some tree with something, it qualifies as an axe. Now you could say intercontinental ballistic missile counts as an axe, because you could just knock down a tree with it, and I don't think I would disagree with that. I think missiles should count as axes. True facts. Online people friends no matter what they say. Never mind, met by what? That is an interesting contradiction, but I kind of get it. That's an interesting place to meet like your forever partner or whatever, but still very fun. So for me, it's like a combination of, I have had online friendships that have lasted like several years, and also because like a lot of people I knew IRL, we moved, and like they are just online friends now. And like I visit them from time to time, but for the most part, they're just effectively online friends with extra steps. But I mean that's totally fair. That's totally fair. If this is too personal, you can say I don't want to talk about it. How did you get to the stage of meeting up? Like, were you just like, yo, I know we're big friends in Gmod. You want to go, like, I don't know. You want to go to an Applebee's? I don't know why Applebee's was my joke first place to go to, but... What's how do? Hello, Pulse. I beat rats, and today it's real. Actually, it has been real a lot recently. A dagger for my stepmom. I mean, hell yeah. I'm sad that I don't own a sword, honestly. She got drunk and... Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's excellent. Honestly, it sounds like you lucked out. Good for you. Fuck yeah, let's go. What are you doing, Pulse? Yeah, I've been, because of the Skaven box, I've been on a fucking roll. It's been great. It's been good. I've been rat maxing. I have so many rats. I was supposed to paint another rat, but I've been painting a lot of this rat, which is fine. Really, as long as a rat gets some paint on it, I'm kind of whatever. Once again, it's just like as long as I can accumulate paint on a rat, I'm feeling. Is that open warp stone? Yes, it is. I'll paint that metal. It's fine. No one goes to Applebee's. I'm sure somebody does. I don't know who, but I'm sure somebody goes to Applebee's. That or there's somebody who's just putting a lot of fake cars in front of Applebee's, which I could also believe. Booty Cheeks 101. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. I was deciphering the leet speak in your name, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I see. I see what you're doing there. How you doing? How you doing? If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. To a Thai place. Oh, Thai place is good. Thai is better than Applebee's. Joke. So fuck yeah, let's go. Stepdad. Oh, okay. Anyway. Must have father and dagger for my stepdad. Oh, there you go. So your dads, both biological and step, just keep giving you bladed weapons. Honestly, fuck yeah, let's go. My adopted human father, alas, gave me 0 blades, and for that I eternally resent him. Nah, that's fine. If I wanted a blade, I could. Oh, I don't know. It's one of those things. If I wanted a blade, I could buy one, but I got too many other dumb things I'm buying. Speaking of which, hey, the purchase went through. I now own Kasane Teto. I have not gotten a chance to fuck with the software yet, so. I have not gotten her to boop and or beep, so it will happen at some point. I think I need to figure out how to boop and beep with her a bit before I even do like maybe boop beep stream. I'm saying boop and beep is a joke, but like I think it might be fun to do a stream where I like futz around with a VSense stuff like that. Oh, we don't go anywhere more else like we live. Oh, okay, let's go. Oh wait, so yeah, I guess maybe the Applebee's just shrank, and like if you're going that far, you're not going for an Applebee's. Like I remember, like I think it was like in like the UK or Australia where someone's like, yeah, there's like 3 Taco Bells and the nearest one is like a half-an-hour drive. I'm like, you don't need to drive half an hour for a Taco Bell. You don't need to do that. That's all, Glaive. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Have a good rest. Become that old shit poster of memes. Is that me? Is that what I'm doing? I mean, I mishear shit all the time. Call me deaf is not even an insult. That's just a fact of life. I swear I saw my dark brown earlier. Polish off that drink. Get my other drink. The whiskey drink. Vodka drink. Okay. Dark. Where's my dark brown? Okay, not gray. You're black, which is red. Oh, here we go. We have no Teto's deaf. No, new improved Teto's not deaf. She's got some stuff going on. What? Oh no. I was like, why would you do? Oh, okay. Okay. And that's a lot to do. All right, so how did I guess so as somebody who goes to Taco Bell like a not trivial amount just because it happens to be close and sometimes I feel like garbage. Like today I felt like garbage. Not like mentally like, oh, I'm so garbage. I feel garbage. But I mean like sometimes my body's just like, Hal, you're going to want to eat trash food tonight. I'm like, yeah, okay. Especially because I didn't eat lunch. But like I don't want to feel like muck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a 4chan dude thing, unless you have evidence I do not have. But like, I guess if you're really that touch-starved, you're willing to do a lot of things for it, which is it is a bummer. It is unfortunate. But yeah, every time I go to Taco Bell though, I don't get the same person. So the fact that they drove 2 hours, I guess they had to have known. I guess, oh god, that means that person probably studied her shift. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what I'd say being the worst. Yeah, Muck is pretty bad. I feel like it'd be bad being a Voltorb. You don't got, if you're a Voltorb, you don't got any digits and you explode. Like that is a hell life. You gotta feed her in a raccoon, exactly. Get all the choicest of garbage. Delicious garbage. It's constantly. I mean, a lot of them are constantly on fire. Charmander is technically constantly on fire, but it's like enjoys it, I guess. Like, yay, I love fire. I'm Charmander. What's it? No, it's Spoink. Spoink is the one that like the little pig on the spring. I think Spoink is like, if Spoink was to ever stop bouncing, it will die. I feel like that's a pretty bad fate. It's perpetually cursed just to bounce forever. Yeah, Spoink. Like, mind you, I have to imagine Spoink doesn't take too much energy to bounce, or they have to go through a ludicrous amount of food. Trash bin, and nuts. I mean, that makes sense, seriously. That do make sense. It gets you some of that like hobo stew stuff too, where you just put whatever's in the kitchen into a big thing. Yeah, Voltorb. I have no mouth, but I must Voltorb. Yeah, that's true. They can't make noise without a mouth. So yeah, they have no mouth, but they. Knew a girl like that who had no mouth who could scream, or was just a Wait, what? Hold on. Or she just never stopped bouncing. Either I was like, I feel like I'm setting up a part 2 of this joke that I do not recall exactly. There we go. All right, so we got your brown touched up again. And I think after I do that, I might start doing some highlight shit. I want to get the gun. This gun has a lot of like wood on it. Same. Found some bouncy people before. Oh, this is like a here and then into here. And there we go. We'll get the gun in Latin on the burger. Oh, that'd be excellent. So how you doing, Belner? Welcome. How you doing? Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I got some of the Giselles built. They're kind of low on my list to get around to because I already have some of the. I have fine cast Giselles to give you an indication of the level of suffering that I live in. But yeah, I love the new kits. The new kits, they're like the detailing's better. They don't have the dog face rats, which I wasn't a huge fan of. Their guns don't fucking bend. Look what I can do with this fucking gun. Wow. And the fact that you don't have to like keep in touch. Yeah, I have 3 fine cast Giselles. They suck. They're so bad. Also, Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy. Have a good rest. It is truly hell. I cannot describe it. The guns never stay straight. They're in like a weird, just kind of like grouped up lump pile. They're not fun. They're ugly. They take so much effort to put together. They're just not good models. And at the time, welcome back to this, Mary. How you doing? Yeah, no, they're the only fine cast models I own, and they were bad. So initially, back during like early COVID, or I think there was like a period of time during COVID where a store could open up for like 0.3 microseconds, if they were in the right jurisdiction and you did like the right, like only one person could be in a store. I went to my local game store because they still survived because they actually switched to do delivery, which I'm a little sad. I would love if I could get a guy to just run models to me now, but I think once the need went away, they stopped the delivery service, which is understandable, but still. I was like, I would like to get something from them just to keep them in business. And I didn't really need anything. I was like, oh, Giselles, there we go. And I just grabbed them. And I was like, oh God, this is $50 for 3 of the shittiest models I'll ever put together. Excellent. That's how you doing, Deadard. Those Skaven, they have benches in. Yeah, the fine cast. Hold on. Wait, can I let me, hold on. I'm going to paint a little bit more of this. I'm going to continue to base coat this motherfucker. Just want to get some base coat stuff going on, and then I want to grab them. I think I can grab them without having to move too much shit. If I have to move too much shit, I won't. All right, my spirit's gonna leave my body. Oh, I gotta do a little bit of moving. Gotta move 5 Minotaurs heavy and. Oh, I got so many positive. Oh no. Yeah, this is a good example. Okay. It's also not my best work for jobs. This is definitely in the I apply a lot of oil washes, but I do not actually like wipe off a lot of this. How's how you doing, Chubly? I do basically get a second right. Hey, nice. No, this is G-Dub's fine cast. Here's the older style Giselle. I have more of them, but this is a good example. So I also used bits of an old brush to do like a kind of grass look. I think I'm okay with the model, but like I had the straight. This one's okay straight, but like it's still kind of crooked. It's not great. Fuck these models. Fuck these. I'm so like once again the night and day change. They have bigger bases now. Oh, cool. Same size base. Nice. The new ones are a lot pointier though, but like you don't have to deal with the wiggle. Gun go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. I can see it from behind. It's kind of bending. Yeah, hiding it in grass is because like it looks a bit more natural that way too. And never buy Warhammer resin. I can agree with that. Comparing gun sizes. Do be like that sometimes. Also, Jay, have yourself a good night and take it easy. Ooh, that's not like getting up that early. Going to you. Nothing. You, on the other hand, I need to actually, like, do some shit. Oh, yeah, I'll continue to have a good stream, and thank you for coming, yo. Hell yeah. Oh, that's fine. I know what I'm doing. Let's do a little bit of skin highlighting. We got, like, roughly... Can I shake this over? Okay, we got, like, a little over half an hour. There we go. Oh yeah, I can keep the vortex mixer on my lap. Actually, very nice. There we go. All my paints are so smooth with that. It's so good. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna like really once again really dilute it. Alright, then let's go to the lad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not a big fan of metal models, but I can kind of understand some of the like drive to want to do pewter stuff. Some Giselle rifles. Oh, you should. That should be fun. Yeah, I also need to really look at the new 4.1 document because I know there's been a lot of changes that were mentioned at Trench Crusade Discord that I've seen kind of manifest into something. Especially apparently Trench Pilgrims themselves got some like really neat buffs, which is kind of nice because they're like Trench Pilgrims are like my main good like Christian faction. I don't really have a new Antioch list. Even though maybe someday I might. There we go. The pewter wizard with the jeweled orb. Oh, yeah. Like the when you would see like a fucking like incense like holder that was just like a dragon. Oh yeah. I still see those every now and then. The used bookstore that has a lot of the minis I like. No, it has like the old tabletop RPGs I enjoy has like a bunch of those. I assume there's a kind of person that does like I don't know what they would do with them, but they're just really into that kind of stuff. Now I'm trying to like effectively kind of bring it down. Artisanal bong. Yeah. The kind of person that would buy an artisanal bong is like very strange individual. I mean, good for them, I guess. Not my thing, but whatever. That's what they're into. It could be worse. But there, yeah. I feel like if you're doing old hammer, like that's, I feel like you kind of gotta almost kind of be into metal models, because if not, yeah. Because if not, if you're like, I hate metal models, but I like old hammer, which I mean, I guess now you could just go to 3D prints from like scans of out of print models, because like if like outside of G-Dubs being like, hey, we took 3 dwarves for someone for $50. Yeah, you used to be able to buy these for like $10, but whatever, fuck you. I have not painted Infinity models. I have them. I have some Infinity models, actually. I have a baggie under my desk that contains the 300 points Toha starter box from back in the day that they only just recently did a reprint run on. I'm curious what N5 is going to be like. I still don't know if I'm going to... There's a lot of war games getting new editions this year, which is kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued by the idea of Infinity, but like I'm afraid that I'm actually not going to have a great time fucking around with it. I don't know if I saw the Wizard with the Chainsaw, but I'd believe it. Did you even spend like $30? Oh, yeah. I kind of wish I had that. Like I was already a Lego child, so I feel like if I was in one of those families that like brings their like 10-year-old like child to the Warhammer store and they pick out some stuff, I would have had a grand old time in one of those families. But alas, that scene just did not exist where I grew up. It was a type of childhood dream that I would like. I didn't even know I missed at the time. I had there was definitely some downs in my childhood, but like overall, I think I had a fun time. I've mentioned this before. I maybe a couple of years ago, I mean, probably closer to like 5 years ago. This I think was during N2 or N3, I forget which. I went to my local store and picked up the Pano Military Order sectoral box because I was told by the local Infinity guide. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good sectoral to get started on. They're pretty solid. I played some demo games, had some fun. And then I went to play with some of the regulars, and they just absolutely whooped my ass in a way that was like relentless. And I remember trying to ask like what do I do? Like what did I do wrong? Like what could I have done differently? Like what was the counterplay? And they're like, no, your models weren't just particularly suited for that. And I'm just like, motherfucker, you're the one who told me to get this. I was like, okay, and then I just didn't show up. And they were just talking like about deep tourney strats. Like I don't think they were recruiting at the time effectively. I think they were a very tight-knit shop that I just happened to show up to. And like maybe that was just me at the time being a baby back bitch. Maybe it's different now. I don't know. I did not have a great first experience with Infinity, which is sad because I like the idea of Infinity a lot. That just really soured me to the idea. I said, how you doing, Battle Pal? How you doing? Welcome. Sona Grudge. Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's a bummer, but yeah, that seems to be pretty common with a lot of families. They're like, oh, they don't, and it's also, to be fair, for a lot of parents too, it's like, yeah, they don't play with these anymore. Why would I need to keep them? Oh, I fucking love Warcry. Oh my god, I love Warcry. They're very different games, though, to be fair. And like, even if you want to compare the G-Dubs Warcry is legitimately a game I enjoy a lot. I haven't played it in a long ass time, but I had a blast when I ran Warcry. Yeah, I think it's just where my local, apparently like my local area has like a couple incredibly sweaty scenes for specific games. How you doing? Kawaii hardcore-y. How you doing? Yeah, I've played a couple of pickup games of Warcry a long time ago. I was running Skaven because I just happened to have them. Oh god, yeah, no. Some of my early Chubly, speaking about that, some of my very very early War Machine models were just like glued with fucking like gorilla glue, like super strong gorilla glue, because we just didn't know what pinning was. I don't know. I'll see how the new kill team looks. There's a lot of new stuff like the new Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game Edition that's apparently coming out. The idea of some new stuff that's coming out from G-Dubs is kind of interesting. I don't know how deep in the weeds I want to get with them. No skirmish. I mean, no, that's a fair choice. I just liked it because I could bring a bunch of Plague Monks and then one Storm Fiend, which I think at the time might have been too good, but that was all I had built that I could really run for it. So I was like, yeah, I'll just put together a list like this. And I think Plague Monks have gotten nerfed, but they fucked really, really hard early in Warcry. Like, kind of to a bad degree. I've not looked much into boarding action. I do also have, what's it called? I did buy the Warcry Warband from Loremaster a while ago. The ones, the guys with the rocks. They got the Jade Obelisk Fuck Squad, or what they're called. I don't know about Warcrow. The thing for me about Warcrow is I have not been sold on it. Like other than I knowing the person who makes it, like the company that makes it, I don't know what's good about it. Like I don't know what it's going to be different. Like I don't know like what is the selling point other than like yeah they're made by Corvus Belli. But like if you like Infinity, maybe you'll like that. Otherwise, like I don't know. I haven't heard much. Like if the gameplay turns out to be good, I'm not saying I wouldn't give it a chance. I'm just saying no one has actually told me like what's to give a shit about other than who's making it. Which, to be fair, if you like Infinity and they announce that they're doing a fantasy game, I can see why you would be jazzed. But I don't got that level of jazzed. Parabellum stuff is neat to me. I've heard good things about Conquest and whatnot, but what's the word? For my dry brush pad now. Hey, I need to... there we go. Conquest seems neat, but it's a whole ass war game. I mean, Katamari is very different from your typical one, but otherwise I do agree with you. But yeah, Conquest seems neat. But like, oh yeah. It's a lot of war game. My local area does have an active Conquest group, but also it's like, what would it take for me to get started in there? Like $300, and I don't know if I'm quite ready for that yet. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. Smaller warbands, less lethal, but more points. Okay, that doesn't sound. But I also feel like if I want that experience as well, like, mind you, it's not fantasy, but like, I feel like I would just want to go to back to Malifaux if I wanted a similar experience. I'm just doing some like more tactical stuff and whatnot. My LGS is unironically a very good one. Sure, like every game store, like you know, you got like not Warcraft, you got Warhammer 40k is like the bread and butter, and Age of Sigmar kind of directly after it. But yeah, but we have like Moonstone and a pretty healthy BattleTech community, which has been like alive and kicking. There's basically somebody playing BattleTech at my local store at any given time. If the store wasn't closed right this red hot second, I assume somebody would be playing BattleTech there. I mean, if it did for me, the thing that really sells me on Malifaux is the card aspect. I really love the playing cards and whatnot. How you doing, Minidal? Welcome. We're talking about my wonderful store and what games I've been considering looking at or getting into. So yeah, Malifaux died at my... I will say Malifaux did die at my store. We used to have a Malifaux display and everything. It got absorbed by Infinity. I think we still have some Malifaux players and have been trying to reach out to find other people who have Malifaux crews to get something started. Somebody DM'd me and they're like, oh yeah, you said you play Malifaux. What crews you got? And I need to respond to them. I did not. Bushido has zero presence where I'm at. That is one game that I've only seen online. Oh no, a little thicker than I would like over there. Like, I'm just like dry. The nice thing about the tail texture is if I just take this and I just dry brush that like pale color on top of it, I get like a really good, like stereotypical rat tail kind of look. Like pretty minimal effort. Get some metal on the wood. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. The American meta is weird. Oh, how so? I don't know much about the meta stuff, to be fair. Overcut killed. Oh yeah. I can see that. Oh, you had a metal dreadnought, aka a home defense system. I have a similar one of those, except mine is a Deathjack from War Machine. Where like, if somebody ever robs my house, I will put Deathjack in a sock, and I will make sure that they do not walk away with my stuff. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Well, does that mean you, like, is it a kind of meta thing that if you took American meta to, like, a European place, like, it would get bodied because the environment's so different? Or is it just, like, a preference thing, so that, like, it's just, like, a weird thing to do? Still kind of neat, though. So, I love hearing about different countries' metas and stuff like that. I find that kind of stuff really fascinating, honestly. We're also dry brushing the horns. I was trying to go really, really light with the... Yeah, I'm very lucky to, like I said too, if the fact that Malifaux's not doing so hot and Bushido doesn't have a presence where I'm at, that's fucking minor if I'm going to be real. My store is like, compared to what a lot of other people basically, they're like, what do you got? Warhammer 40k, or more likely nothing. Like, I just don't got a store without driving like 3 hours. How? So I'm incredibly blessed. I understand that I'm in a very lucky position to have the store I have. But it has been nice though, and like ironically, specifically in my store, I've been sticking with groups of people that mostly play weirder indie games, like the Gasland. I don't know Gasland if I consider it indie, but like it's smaller. It's a smaller scene compared to like some of the other ones. Relic Blade has been fun too. Like that's a war game I've only gotten just a taste of, but I got to bring my Wrath of King's pigs and actually play with them, which is something I never thought I would do, which is wild. What is Aether? I have not heard of Aetherpunk 28. God, there's so many wonderful 28 games out there. Ooh, it's got a bitchin' helmet. It doesn't take much to get me excited about a fucking bitchin' helmet. I also noticed like the Thermo Odyssey, which is like a cyberpunk undead like skirmish game as well. World War I Wizards. Oh, there I could cross over some of my Trench Crusade stuff with that. Neat. I'll have to take a look at that. Horns. This might be one too where I apply a grime wash to the horns and then I'll go back and dry brush again. It's like I can tell that there's dry brushing has happened. Like there's definitely some brightness on the ridges, but there's not like a huge amount. Basically bold action, but oops, all tanks. Oh, that sounds like fun. I've seen a couple of examples of all tank games, and it sounds like those can be pretty spice. Yeah, the idea of Necropolis 28 is a war game where you are two necromancers dueling. I love the idea of like a little 1x1 little diorama battle arena. I like the idea of just playing on preset arenas, weirdly enough. Like one of the Gaslands guys was like, I really like the idea of doing like Mario Kart. Like the idea of like having a set track that you just put together and be like, today we want to let's play this track. Which we haven't played in a while. As like a dedicated thing. I was like, oh, that sounds great, actually. Wait, 28. I mean, all of those traits sound great to me. I like all those things that you've mentioned. I would like to subscribe to your web zone for certain. Yeah, I'll have to, and plus it does seem like the rules are free, so I mean, like I don't got anything to lose for at least downloading the PDF and maybe giving a little look on my off time. I put it on the bucket. And then maybe I need to ask also see if anyone else is interested in playing Quar. That could also be neat. War team making a problem of car park deployment. Ah, there we go. Yeah, fuck it. Just like when everybody's tanks, there's no problems. Are to mourn all the Frostgrave trade. Oh, yo, let's go. My group is still kind of sort of on the fence of Frostgrave. I'm going to be running gnomes for Frostgrave when that happens. I got the minis I want for it. I just need to wait to see if we commit. Oh, I totally missed a little area behind the foots. There we go. Stuff on your shelf. I mean, also too, considering that like I have enough models that have like nice thematic overlaps with a couple of other models. So like between Turnip, Trench Crusade, and in theory, if I played that game, maybe some other ones, I have models that could be ported around to like so many different games. It's very nice. I love minis agnostic war games. They're very fun. They're very, very fun for that reason. It's like, yeah, if I play for this one and like everybody gets bored of that war game, that model's not just gonna sit on the shelf and rot forever. I can use it for a different war game. Currently just like dinging up the wood real quick too. I do got some Crick stuff. Yeah, actually, I do have. I have Denegra 1, the Coven, Death Jacks, and some Bone Jacks. Oh yeah, and 10 Bane Knights. So yeah, I got like a non-trivial amount of Cricks Undead nonsense. I don't got like anything that would be close to approaching a Crick's army, but yeah, if I just needed to do that for like Necropolis or whatever, cyber zombies, I could totally make that a thing. There we go. What do I want to do now? I think what I want to do is the robes, because I need to figure out how I want to do some highlights for them. I'm thinking, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the turquoise. I think I'm gonna do like 2 drops of turquoise. 1, 2 drops of turquoise with maybe a single drop of pale blue to lighten it. Ah. Not injected for turnip, and so I guess it depends on the brand. They should probably be fine. Like I think for turnip, as long as they can fit on like 28mm bases, they're basically good for whatever. So like, and if they're too tall, that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Silver bayonet might be a little different. I don't know. Oh, this is much too light. I'm gonna need an additional drop. That could be a giant undead. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Maybe that'll get me to work on my Crick stuff in the same way that what's it called? Maybe in the same way that working on Relic Blade will get me to paint up my Wrath of Kings. I'm just finding new war games for abandoned models, and I love that actually. I really, it's just my brain. It's the same brain that makes me the same way that my brain is like you must rescue old minis from your shop and fix them, Hal. I guess my brain is active. Those similar neurons are being crossed like, oh, the war game you ran these in is dead. You should try a new war game so they have a home. I do. If I would play Conquest, I would definitely do the Spires. Because, like, I'm one of those people that the scale of Conquest fucks with me. I don't know how I feel about them being so big. I feel with Spires, like, I could at least use them for other games as, like, big monsters and shit. It's always weird, though, because whenever I see Spires models painted by the official studio, they're always, like, very different. There's, like, a lot of, like, reds and then blues and then greens. It's hard for me to get a feel for, like, what the studio scheme is supposed to look like. Oh, yeah, they do the same, like, they do the same thing for their orcs, right? Where they're, like, have a different name. It's what, listen. G-dubs rename dwarves, we call them dwarves. Conquest doesn't get any different. It looks like a dwarf and acts like a dwarf and is thematically similar to a dwarf. So, yeah, I'm currently just like getting the raised areas a little bit. Mostly keeping that like same level of brightness. Some of the recesses are going to be a bit darker. There we go. Elven racism. No, no. I mean, listen. Once again, hey, everybody that knows anything about Age of Sigmar, do you call them ogres or do you call them ogres? I call them ogres. Everyone calls them ogres. It does not matter if they're ogres. Even like fucking like people, as long as you're not like actively working for Games Workshop, nobody will call them ogres. Endorsement Dwagar. Oh, but they're different, I guess. I don't know. Maybe this is actually legitimately like a setting thing. I just don't know. I could be out of my depth here, to be fair. That's Orokai. I mean, no, that's at least that I'm okay with. I can do Orokai. Tolkien try to make your own fucking orcs. Disgusting. Yeah, Ogors. There we go. Ogors is my favorite place to get bangers and mash at. It's great. They have huge proportions. It's very nice. I'm a hungry boy. I haven't had bangers and mash in a long like I've had mashed potatoes and I've had sausages, but I haven't had bangers and mash as like a set piece meal in a while. I want it. Sounds great. This means orc people anyway. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That do be tracking. We're getting. Hold on, yeah, he's like reasonably zoomed in. This is going to be once again a series of highlights that it's like barely any difference, but that's kind of okay because that's kind of what I'm going for. Going for a really subtle blend on a lot of this. Yeah, meat's back on the menu. Which I've always liked that, like the joke about the like they have a concept of like a like in order to have a menu you have to have a concept of like a restaurant, which is like fuck yeah, let's go. I mean, to be fair, those orcs were very like industrialized too. So yeah. Step 1, take over Middle Earth. Step 2, establish Orc McDonald's. Step 3, progress. Not progress, profit. God damn it. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you got to credit. Hell yeah. They were in the primordial soup, and they learned what pairs very nicely with it. These little areas, which is and he had rashes. I guess that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Saruman's like, behold, here in Isengard, we have a Waffle House. Whoa. And the treant's like, we gotta burn this place. They're getting far too powerful. We have to stop them. We have to stop them now, or else it will be far too late. That's an orc. That's true. It's a lot. I mean, it's kind of like purposely more nebulous in that universe as opposed to like D&D, where they're very, very distinct entities. Or whatever. The funny thing is there is the STL for the Waffle House like terrain. I have some. The thing is, the older style I printed it basically put up way too many supports. So all of the like I have the pieces to make a Waffle House, but all of the like the signage is covered up by supports so thick that I cannot really remove them without totally destroying the detail. So I've also my FDM printer is kind of in like a rough state. I was in the middle of doing an upgrade because some things were broken, and I've just basically left it uncompleted for like 3 months at this point, and I really need to get back to that. There's lovely, yeah. I kind of like that. I kind of like the different varieties of work. I thought that was neat. Also, yeah, I mean, the STL, all you have to do is scale it up, and you can totally do that. Really, yeah, I guess I could just take my Waffle House train and hit with a hammer, and that basically be like similar enough. Also, how you doing, Hellcat? Welcome. How you doing? I am painting Rat today. Mostly at the moment, just kind of going through and doing like very, very faint highlights on a lot of the turquoise. Very, very thin stuff. I'm gonna cut some of these raised areas. I might need to do. I guess if I just keep this is light enough that I do think if I just keep building up layers, it'll go. By dragons, I'm trying to rise up. They couldn't. Okay. Some say dug until they broke. Or oh, okay. Oh, okay. So dwarfs are the OG dwarves, and then the Dwagom are like demon boar powered dwarfs. Okay. Okay, that distinction makes sense. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that now. Prior to knowing that, I just thought they're like, no, these aren't dwarves. These are the Dwagom balls. Like I thought they were just doing something like that. Okay, no, that's actually cool. I like that. I take it back. I was speaking from a place of ignorance. Chaos. I mean, the idea of dwarves as a thing makes so much sense that like if you're trying to make corrupt dwarves, you do just kind of like hit the same beats. Like what do regular dwarves like? Money and craftsmanship and being isolationist weirdos. So like, okay, let's take all that and bring it to like negative qualities, and then you just do kind of end up with the similar, like, the thought process that led to Chaos Dwarves. Like, I get it. Oh, so you mean the Firekin from Age of Sigmar? I'm kidding. I know. They're different. They're probably very different things. I just like. I think that's also some people just taking the lava theme pretty far. But yeah, I mean, also too, like I think if I did it, I mean, Old Dominion also seems pretty cool too. Undead Rome. The idea of that does seem very very bitchin'. I don't know how much Fire Slayers have actual magma in their stuff. I know they ride magma dragons. I don't. Yeah, you might be right. I don't think there might be any that actually has like volcano, which is a shame because that like lava hair is great. Lava hair is excellent. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Chaos Doors do a lot more than just be regular doors. I do love Chaos Doors. I do like them quite a bit. They're very fun. They're fun conceptually, and also because I played my most successful Blood Bowl league with Chaos Dwarves, I will like, do you ever just like have like play a game with something and you're like, I don't particularly care for this, and then after you do it for a while, you're like, these are my favorite. I love them forever, and if anybody talks shit about them, I will freak out. Like, not that I hated Chaos Dwarves going in, I was like, this is kind of fun. This is a little different from what I usually do, and I was like, these are my boys. I love my boys. I love my bull centaur that I rolled well enough to give him ball picking up so I could use him just to run down the field. I could just run down the field with my bull fucking centaur. It was so good. And hey, there we go. So we're building up some mods. I think I'm going to do one more layer where I think I will go back to the original 1 drop of pale blue and then 2 drops of turquoise to get like a couple little areas of highlights. You know, about Conquest. Ooh, fuck yeah, let's go. My roommate didn't clean it. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's gotta be annoying if you're doing that kind of thing with roommates. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Understandable. Like painting drawers for diorama. I mean that's fair too. Do what you gotta do, and whatever you gotta have fun. However you've had fun with the dwarfs. I would like to do a diorama project one of these days. It's just so much stuff. I think the drop method of how I do paint mixes are so subtle sometimes. Like it's not so like the amount of squeeze I get in one might be significantly different than the other. Let's see. Like I got this. It's in theory very very light. Very light. I go like and just like this. Okay, so I take that just on the edge. Can I do that? Oh, give me the squeeze. Ooh, there we go. A little bit on the leg. Just like yes. Hey, okay, no, this is good. This is working. This is working how I want it. Excellent. Have to make cool space dwarves. I mean, you could honestly. I find it like the last thing that like if you just wanted to give the Voton a little bit of spice, just honestly some Caradron helmets really mix well with the Voton. Like the couple of Voton I painted that I actually really enjoyed was just taking some some Caradron helmets and just kind of jazzing them up that way. Need to go a bit less aggressive with the lady on this. Just the super raised areas and the edges. I'll be magic. Rock and stone, hell yeah. A little bit. right where this top is, and then kind of just work the way around the edge of the legs. So that might be, that'll be fun. This is also going to dull out a little bit because I will be applying the obligatory like fuckload of various grimes and whatnot. Listen, this is a Skaven model. It is not going to stay this pristine forever. It's kind of, I know a couple of people that like really like having like nice, clean, pristine models, and like we were talking about that during like some of the games today. When I was playing with them, and I'm just like, they're like, yeah, no, I want to do like some like sharper, brighter colors. I'm like, no, I need my guys to be fucking hideous. I need to do nothing but run hideous dirt balls, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. Stereotypical dwarves with no magic. I mean, a lot of people do. They are like the classic dwarf is pretty legit. Athenian fire slavers and rifle shuffling. Right, rifle shuffling overlords? Photon. Oh, okay. So you're basically like Bobby. You're basically just doing like if it's a dwarf, you are fucking game for it. Not a bad thing. I'm just noticing you're going to like, yes, I will take one of each, please. Which fuck yeah. I mean, if you got a thing you like, fucking go for it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I tried a couple of dwarf factions and like I like the idea on paper, but the ones I choose I just never really particularly have fun painting. I don't get super duper invested. Scrabor line. Aren't those like the ones that are just like very, very like I don't think they're part of a war game, but they're just like really nice display pieces? How's how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Welcome. I might be wrong though. Little guys, I mean, technically, little guys in space dealing with an alien threat is also just Space Hulk. So I mean, depends what you mean by that, but you're not that far off. The little highlights over here, a little bit. Bumping into a weird way that I'm not super jazzed about. The G-dubs specifically. So I mean, yeah. I mean, if you don't like the G-dubs dwarves and you just make your own, you're just gonna have a better time anyway. So fuck yeah. Yeah, I think you're doing it the correct way for sure. Raised edges. I think some of these blends I imagine are a little bit sloppy, but I think I'm getting enough like color green. Really happy with the way these are turning out. So, oh, okay. I think the reason I know about them is like I follow a couple like really high spec Japanese model painter. There's a guy who does nothing but like this Japanese guy who does like nothing but like the most beautiful dwarves I've ever seen. I wonder if I can find him. It's like Nanoha or Nanoha Paints or something like that. Hold on. I might not be able to find this person, but let me see. Oh, Nohara, there we go. Okay, this guy is like ludicrously good. Like this guy is terrifyingly good. But he does a lot of like really good dwarves. And like I think I don't know if he's one of the people that does it, but like he might be one of those people that does those kind of like big on fucking display dwarf. Yeah, this guy's insane. Like whenever people tell me I'm a pretty good painter, I do think I'm a reasonably good painter, but then my brain wanders to like this dude. I'm like, I got a ways to go. I got a ways to go before I'm like a real good painter. I'm working on it. I'm doing probably never gonna exactly do that kind of style. But Jesus Christ. And yeah, as far as I can tell, he just basically, if there is like a dwarf model, he goes for it. I think he's just your Japanese counterpart. Good area too. 100. Oh, so you could just have doors for days then if you're going for that line then. Neat. Hell yeah. That's pretty nice though. Like I'm kind of all over the place with my minis, but I do kind of like the idea of people who are like, yeah, I have like one army or like one thing I paint and that's it. Like, that's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of the heavy metal style either. I'm not. That's why I don't do a lot of like the kind of like over edge highlight bullshit they do. I don't like it. I really don't like it. My once again, my brain is fucked by Games Workshop. Even though I was like $10, like $11 a mini isn't too bad. But yeah, I guess if you're wanting to do like an army, especially, you know, that's kind of good. That does begin to add up. All right, how much time do I got? Got enough. I'll try to do this part now, like the little rough. So that means I need to take the turquoise. What do I mix it with? Yeah, I mean, I know what I like. For me, I know what I like and stick to it. The problem is I like a lot of things, so my wallet weeps. 2 drops of this. What do I want to be for the third color? Do I even want to do... I want to keep the turquoisey look. I need to lighten it slightly. It's like, yeah, I mean, technically because I stream it, it does help ease my brain and my finances a little bit. Oh yeah, God. If people ever like Games Workshop can't do faces, I'm not gonna say that Games Workshop does like great faces, but the heavy metal style where you like run really deep washes within like the folds of the cheeks and the lips and the eyes, that's why one looks insane. It's a style that looks good on Space Marines. Yeah, so exactly, Charlie. Hold on. Do I got the original of that? Because that actually does weirdly emphasize that that issue. I might not be able to find the picture for that because it's just very, very deep. But effectively, like, the idea is that like you really let the recess wash collect in there, and it just means it's just going to have like really deep lines for no reason. See, I mean, if you're having fun with washes and you enjoy painting with them, I don't think that's a bad thing. I've been moving to enamel washes though because I love them. I love enamel washes. Tighten this up. A lot of my reds don't really... Let's do something dumb. I use Sorcerer's Cloak. It's a light purple. However, it is lighter without being like full on like another pale skin tone. Ads are starting soon. Fuck off, ad. Contrast paints are pretty legit, honestly. Yeah, if you're a player first, I could see like I'm gonna use some contrast paints on my rats because like I got like 40 of these fuckers. And I'm gonna paint them to a pretty good standard, and I'm going to use oils, enamels to make them look extra pretty. But fuck, god damn it. Okay, so mix the turquoise with that. It's So good. Hey, it's all good. Have yourself a good night. There we go. We got that color now. This one, which is lighter than the turquoise. This should be interesting. Let me see if it works. The acrylic wash should take it too much of my... Oh yeah, I've basically stopped using acrylic washes. Have you tried using enamel washes? I've been having a fun time with enamels recently. Where like they behave like oils, but they dry quicker. I don't need to varnish them, and then and I could still do that thing where I use mineral spirits to reactivate them. So I feel like it's gonna actually do anything. I've managed to make a mix that I somehow is a different color, but also behaves exactly the same as the old... How? I've created like the anti-color. Like it's... I guess it's just like almost like a weird purple. Oh, a little lighter. Okay, I think maybe I just gotta layer this a bit. I'm happy with it. Oh, that's fair. I think for me, my circumstances are kind of weird because I like the drying speed of enamels, because that means if I'm doing it on stream, I could just... Because like I used to like... I can't do oils on stream because they literally take like a day to dry. Oh no, this is actually working perfect. Like, they would take like a day to dry, which means if I oil washed anything, it would be messy because I'd have to mix the oils, and then it would take 18 billion years to dry. I was like, oh, awesome. That new paint in there? Oh, that's kind of oldish. that, and then suck up a little bit of it. A little bit too much. There we go. Too much? Ah, it's fine. Yeah, but I mean, all the other overall oils are pretty good. They were my preferred method to do stuff before I switch over to enamels, but they're still pretty legit. Hey, I mean, if kind of like plotting out the steps is working well for you, I think keep going for you. Because sometimes like when I'm doing like the real back, it's just making it more purple. Which I mean, like, wow, I'm surprised. Okay, I'll have to tweak out the formula for this, but unfortunately, it do be time for me to get ready to ollie out for the night. So let's go to the app screen. Hey, thank you for coming, everybody. Oh god, fucking Baki PS2 Igari Kanji. God damn it. But yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. I had a lot of fun. So I don't have an official schedule for next week yet, but here is what will be the schedule that I'm just going to say right now. On Tuesday, I will be playing Outer Wilds because I'm having fun with that. And I have a lot to do. I have not really done much with, like, I'm getting a good feel for Outer Wilds. I have a lot of fucking around with it to really get there. On Wednesday, I will be doing probably some more rat painting. On Thursday, I will be watching a movie, maybe called The Conqueror, because we watched a Conan movie. Stalker tank and decided to keep it and paint it. Hey, fuck yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm glad that worked out well for you. Hell yeah. Let's see. There's who's on right? But then yeah. Sorry. So yeah. So on Thursday, probably Call to Conquer. Saturday, fuck it. I'm painting Quar. I'm painting Quar models. It was only a matter of time before I quarred. So this should be fun. And then on Sunday, I will be doing some more mini painting as well. I don't know. Yeah, we're Kevin Sorbo. Worms and or Kevin Sorbo. So yeah, let's go. Let me see. Who do I want to raid? Let's see. I might do the thing where I list out like I'm gonna end things on the YouTube side because YouTube people, I will catch you on on Tuesday. So yeah, because I'm doing video game streams on Tuesday now too. Fuck yeah. Yeah, remember when Hal was quarring out and he said I'm gonna quar and he quarred? I recall that. Also, Nicholas Anthony, thank you for the YouTube sub. Thank you. Unfortunately, I will be cutting the YouTube side off because I'm getting off for the night. So bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming on the YouTube sides. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've actually gotten a chance to raid Mika. Mika has raided me a bunch.